Delightful. Rightio. So, I guess, welcome to episode 3, or chapter 3, or how the hell we're labeling these things to, in the wake of the end times. Oh, so, unless there's any matters someone wants to ask me, I guess we're just gonna get into a recap of what happened last session. Nope.
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 So, last session, it was a bit of a shorter session, but still some stuff happened. So the party was doing a bit of exploration through the town of Dunmore, going through local markets, buying some wares, chatting with the local father, and as well as staying in the local tavern and partaking in some local brews. While doing that, they discovered a small, interesting tent filled to the brim with magical items. The madam there informed you of some interesting things, including most of the magical goods, or at least the base magical elements that create these goods, comes from a place called the Crater. As well as the Crater is currently under the possession of some organization called the Understates. She informs you that if you wanted to go to the Crater, it would be on foot, maybe a couple of months travel, a month and a bit maybe, but on cart, cut that down to maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks of travel. Other than that, you would purchase what seemed to have been some small sunstones. Maybe not sunstone, more just small light crystals. You had rested in local tavern. Some of the party, or one individual, got completely hammered and woke up in a barrel of whiskey, or sorry, vodka, and had to pay for it. And then you were summoned by the town's leader, Father Rightwind, to take on some employment. He had offered you pay as well as transport if you would do some jobs for him. Now, one of these jobs was for you to head over to the nearby town of the Shallows. They have been oddly quiet in recent weeks, and he is sending you essentially to find out if anything is wrong. Along your travels, you had stopped just before making your way to the Shallows and set up camp. However, in the night, Lucky, as well as Flynn, I believe actually, heard some noises coming from the town, and Lucky, turning into a cat, had snuck her way into town, where she had saw what seems to be fish-like humanoids raiding what seemed to be the remains of the town. And that's where we're going to open up. Lucky, you've just made your way back to the camp. At this point, everyone is awake. I assume Flynn would have aroused the party once they begin hearing noises.
Yeah. Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah, I think I did explain to you guys what I heard.
Lucky, she ran back and explained to us what she saw, and then we debated. Alexis wanted to immediately run in and go save the people, but we were just like, I don't think we got this, and that's where we kind of ended. We didn't really do anything.
How many people were moving around?
You
Fish people.
So yeah, you counted 7 to 8 fish people, at least the ones that you can see are out of the town, or out
One of them
amongst
was-
the town.
One of them was really huge.
Is this our battle to be had?
No, I don't believe it is. Our mission was to find out what's happened, and I do believe we've found that out.
Did we? I mean, what are these things?
Well, that is a question, yes. However, we now have a crossroads before us. We can either choose to spend the time discussing the actions that we are going to take, or we can choose to act. But regardless,
And do what?
help.
I mean, Lucky said
Most of the town is empty. I don't know if there's anyone left for us to help.
they're all dead by now.
Is that a certainty?
I could go back in and look, but I
No.
just almost got.
No, there's no point in getting hooked over this.
How about How about we find a position of vantage? How about we attempt to get a bit more information before we decide on a course of action?
And how do we do that?
Height would work. If we can find a way to scale this rock, we might be able to see if there's any movement in the town other than that Lucky has identified.
I suppose, but who knows how long that could take it. By the time we get up there, they could be gone.
I mean, this place, it looks close. Like walking up the slope. You mean?
It's
Would you
technically
say
speaking.
Sorry guys, I was AFK for a second. I was replying to someone in real life. What were you saying?
Yeah, is it possible for us to go up this slope and...
Yeah. So currently, you guys would be off map, but you would find it would be possible for you guys to, at least if you were careful, go round, climb up this inclinement, and get up into this slightly elevated position.
Is this a watchtower?
That is a watchtower, yes.
Oh. Would I know that it's there after running around this place?
I remember you didn't roll particularly well, but you would have rolled well enough to notice a watchtower staying over the town.
Okay, I'll tell the party. I think we can get to a watchtower right outside the town borders. Would that work for height? I can lead you to it. I think I remember roughly where it is.
I think that would work, yes.
Okay. We'll try and go stealthily.
Alright. Any persons trying to make their way up towards the watchtower, roll me a stealth check.
Just roll of like
I
a
assume
couple
we're sticking
weeks.
together, are we?
Is everyone going together? In which case, you can roll me a group check.
Yeah.
Okay. First day.
Uh-oh.
I have disadvantage.
Do I have disadvantage? Wait. I do not.
Ooh.
See.
I do not have disadvantage.
Oh
Aha.
man, that was a great first roll. Oh, natural 1. No. I went from 19 to 1.
Oh no.
I feel like that happened last session too.
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
I think I vaguely remember hearing that. I rolled a 19 total.
19. Okay.
13 total.
13 for Jay. A 1.
I'm just like clanking over here.
A 1
Oh
for
Lord.
Elf. Shame.
The L took the L.
Do you want me to roll
And Lucky.
for
30-20.
Dirty 20? Yes, please roll for Alexis.
Alright.
Get a natural 20 so it can counterbalance.
I'll choose this die for Alexis. Alexis got a 12. Wait, does he have like reliable tone or anything? No.
He's level 2, so no.
Why does he have expertise in deception but not stealth? Okay, you know what, I'm not even gonna question
He's
it.
a thief. Well,
Questionable.
It's fine.
I need to roll some stuff. Okay. You, as a group, make your way through in the dead of night, up this slight encampment over towards this watchtower, creeping as quietly as you physically can. But it's quite evident to you making your way up that certain individuals in your group aren't as stealthy as one would like to think. Elle's armor is unnecessarily like loud and chinking. The chainmail rings are just rubbing against her. You occasionally hear like, ow. It seems like the cold has just made it very uncomfortable to wear, and alongside this, the natural noise from the metal clanging, it's quite audible.
She's wearing a lot of leather, so it's probably like leather rubbing together all loud.
Yeah, it's not great. Surprisingly, Adam, the man made of metal, is quiet as anything. He's going through the snow. The only thing audible from him is a slight crunching each time he takes a step. However, it seems like your group was able to make your way up here unnoticed.
As far as we can tell?
As far as you can tell.
Okay. Now that we're up there, but it will be a long rest day, yes.
No.
Yes.
Wait, I thought you said we didn't get it.
No.
Well, me and
yeah.
Adam are.
Not you and Adam have it.
Okay.
Everyone else doesn't.
All right. Can I get like
Oh,
10
right.
seconds to check my spells really quick because I wasn't here last week.
Yeah, it's fine.
Why do I purify food and drink? Did somebody change my spells? I never take that spell.
Nobody touched your spells.
I'm gonna touch your spells, Benny.
Alright. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That actually totally makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so
Justifying it, we didn't
So
do
did you take it?
no, I didn't take purify food and drink. I think I was just, I don't know, maybe I was too sleepy the last time I played Adam. All right, question, how
We're
much?
up here?
Yeah.
Adam, I believe you're the only one that does not have dark vision, right?
I have ways to get by.
Okay, I mean, because I can just give it to you.
Oh, that would be. Oh, yes, that's right. You can give me dark vision out to unlimited, please.
Unlimited range, right?
No, please. I was going to put aside resources to in that endeavor, but
I'll just give it to everybody just so we have maximum range. So yeah.
So all of you,
Right.
After Lucky
Surveillance
casts,
mode.
Sorry. Sorry, you
L.
cast a spell. L. Sorry, yes. L. You cast a spell upon the group, and all of your vision extends, and you get a now much clearer picture across the whole town. There does still seem to be a bit of mist and fog obscuring some portions out of the much far portions away of town, but your vision has greatly improved. You will no longer have disadvantage on perception checks.
It's fucking medieval times over here, and we've got L just handing out Gen 3 nods like it's nothing.
Yes.
All right. I would like to slowly take my time and scan as many structures and buildings as I can, specifically looking for any signs of movement or occupation. I also want to see if I can spot any creature that is not one of the small or big fish creatures.
Okay. You can roll me a perception check to see if you can identify any movement either inside the buildings or any non-fish entities
Alright.
around town.
All right. It's not bad. It's 18 total, 15 plus 3.
18. One thing you kind of clearly see, apparently, there is more movement in these houses. You see these houses in front of where these fish individuals are standing in front of? It seems like each one of those has more movement in. These
Could
ones seem to
you
be sending guards
signal those
outside.
again?
Yes. So so this house here.
I don't see a
This
signal.
house. Whoops! I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. This house here.
Ah, there we go.
This house here, and one of these houses down here. You're not entirely sure which one he's guarding, but you can see movement in this house here.
Okay, so the one sort of
Where
closest
you-
to us then.
So these are the ones where you can see movement quite readily, apparently. However, over here in this house, you do see more slight movement. It seems like while these, you can quite audibly hear breaking, smashing, and people like rummaging through houses quite openly. In the larger house at the back here, there seems like you see slight movement, like a shadow going past a window of someone more slightly trying to keep hidden.
Right. I will slowly relay this information to the rest of the party, taking care to point out that it appears someone is taking a bit more effort to try and remain hidden from the fish people, but the fact that I was able to spot them from this far away means that they might not remain hidden for long.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, what should we do? I mean,
And all these fish guys are still here. None of them have gone back anywhere yet.
One thing you do see as well, actually, with the 18, you see kind of further on the other side of town, you see what seems to be a group of fishermen just grabbing everything they have and dumping it into what seems to be a pile. You don't see exactly what's in the pile, but it looks like everything they're looting is going into this pile over here.
did we not have a physical objective to complete in this town?
Our mission was strictly gathering intel only.
True,
Yes.
but
They were
intelligence
concerned about the city, and we were here to find out why.
and intelligence comes in many forms, does it not?
What are you suggesting?
That pile over there, the interesting hodgepodge of curious items. They seem to have some form of interest in it. If we could gain some more information about it, perhaps even look at exactly what they are throwing into that pile, it might give us some insight into their motivations in this endeavor. Would you
taking
not
everything.
agree? Are they
It
taking
was
everything?
described. They're just taking everything that they can. Like they're just like tearing
Furniture, like
wood
what?
off of houses. Like they're just taking everything they can.
Is it a bid for resources then?
I don't know. They're throwing them all into the sea.
What do you think, Flynn? Should we continue to observe or should we act?
I mean, I don't think this is our fight.
I don't think so either, but what confuses me is we see their actions, we see this happening, but what concerns me is we don't know why any of it is happening.
At the rate they're emptying out the stuff, I'm guessing it hasn't, like, this happened recently, right?
From the way that they seem to be piling stuff, it looks like this is a recent thing. Maybe not the first time they've been here, but by no means is it like a weeks old event where they're just constantly coming back to town.
So, DM, I have a question. So, when we spoke
Yes.
to this guy, either because of Alexis's interactions or whatever, but he didn't seem very enthusiastic about like the arrangement, and he said that it was 20 gold per person, but he was fairly strict on his terms, right? Do you could you repeat those terms verbatim?
So you would know, just from Adam's keen mind, that he was saying that you were to do some jobs for him. He didn't specify this would be the only job.
Right.
Secondly, he said for this one, he would be paying you, originally it was 15, but they bumped it up to 20 gold. And he would then offer you transport as well. He wanted to see what has happened to the town, if anything has happened, and to come back with some proof if things are all right or if things have gone wrong.
I am beginning to think that a mere observation of the situation would not be sufficient in our quest.
Well, sure, it'd be amazing if we could just kill one and take it back, but there's far too many for us to face. Maybe some will leave.
We could, if I mean, at the end of the day, we only need one. Yes.
Exactly.
So we could wait until the last one.
That
Lure one away.
there are a few moments in sorry, Flynn, you were saying something.
Just lure one away is all I was saying about it.
Lure one away is what I was thinking as well,
I
and
could get it to chase me again.
perhaps there are also a few moments in a organized attempt such as this when members could become vulnerable, usually right at the beginning and right at the end. There is also some merit to perhaps waiting until they have completed their objective here and then capturing one alive. However, what I actually was thinking about was, remember when I mentioned that it appears to be a figure attempting to skulk in the shadows, hiding away from these aggressors? That is also evidence. Perhaps we could avoid conflict altogether if we were somehow able to stealthily recover that person and bring them back with us. That is another avenue that I see to success.
I like that one. That sounds safer.
What do you think?
Right.
Nine,
So
Flynn, Alexis.
It sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'd rather not punch a fish today.
Alexis.
Alex kind of looks at you and he kind of shrugs, like, I would like to see what's in that pile. Could be something worthwhile. but I don't want to die trying to get it.
So here's a plan that I have formulated that may be good for us. Let me know what you think of it. El, I mean no offense, but you are a bit loud. Um,
Your
I
brows
was
kind of furrow.
I was thinking that Lucky and yourself could head back to the front gate, make some noise, and get their attention focused that way, and then you head back out into the woods and await us there, watching the entrance and making sure that our retreat, once we have captured this individual, is safe, making sure that we make it out of there alive, effectively as a quick reaction force, if you would. In the
I
mean,
don't much like being used as bait.
I would not in your situation either. However, at this moment, I feel like that might be the best choice.
I'm cool with being used as bait. If we're baiting them away from you, shouldn't we be somewhere else other than the entrance?
Well, I do not intend on passing through the entrance, for one. On the other hand, the other reason why the two of you have been chosen is because the two of you also tend to have more robust arcane means than the rest of us, and arcane means involve solutions to unforeseen problems which might occur as part of this endeavor. Therefore, keeping you a bit further back so that you can employ those solutions at the opportune time might be of value.
Where do you intend to escape if not for the entrance?
Back up here, I plan on Flynn, Elixis, and myself jumping off this cliff here. I can ensure our safe descent, and then heading directly to the house through the northeast section. Getting there, finding this individual, bringing them back through the trees, climbing up, and coming back down from this guard tower without ever entering through the entrance.
DM, is that possible? To come back up this way?
The only way to get back up the cliff rather than just sheer climbing would be to leave town and then go back up this inclined here.
Right. So, like, the easiest... So, like, is it possible to climb, I guess is the question.
It is quite a sheer cliff. If you had some sort of expertise in climbing or a climber's kit, then possibly, but it would be a tedious process if you're trying to do this quickly.
Alright, let me check something. Let me check my equipment. I have a climber's kit.
Mhm.
So with my climber's kit, would I know how difficult it would be?
With your climber's kit,
Where's the
you would-
hostage? Like a captive?
Well, I mean, it would be three of us, but a climber's kit is like you deploy it once, right? And then you can use it.
Yeah. If you were to able to deploy it safely and quietly, you pretty much just have like just a rope and you can climb up it.
Okay.
Doing that, as long as the person is able to climb a rope, then it shouldn't take more than maybe 4 actions and movement to turn to get back up the mountain, or not mountain, the cliff.
Okay. So here's what I am thinking. Alexis wanted to get some visual on that pile. I do not think that we should get anywhere close to that. However, you could be a lookout for us since you are the quietest among us most of the time. In the meantime, Flynn and I could secure this person, whoever they are, and once we have secured them, 4 of us, including this person, will return to this cliff, climb up. Elle and Lucky, on second thought, if we are intending to go completely under concealment, then perhaps what you should be doing is not creating a diversion yet, but preparing to create one just in case we need it.
Exactly.
I see. I'm not sure why you're sending me though. I don't have spells that make noise.
No, but you can shout, yes?
Not very loudly.
It's
At least you are fast.
that is true
I,
as well.
I suppose.
Anybody have any modifications you wish to make to this plan before we can proceed with it?
I guess. Where do we want to position ourselves so that we can see the bit, but not be far away?
El, you have the sharpest eyes among us by far. I would suggest you stay in the tower. Lucky if you would stay on the cliffside where I'm going to deploy this climber's kit, and you could watch our ascent and descent and ensure that we are safe. El and Lucky, if you could find a way to communicate between each other without being noticed, such that if El spots something, Lucky knows to act. And I can send a message to and for from. Wait, can I? I'm an artificer. No, I cannot send a message. Shit.
I don't have telepathy. I don't know how you mean for us to communicate.
I have a way that I could send a whisper in your ear if something is awry.
That
but as far
would be
as
perfect.
alerting the rest of you guys, I would only have something that's either really loud or really obvious, like a flare in the sky. I don't have anything else that can reach long range.
That's fair. Well, let's put it this way. If you see a flare in the sky, it means that the proverbial shit has hit the proverbial fan.
Oh boy.
Flynn, do you have any additions?
Please.
Well, if we need somebody to draw them away, I am probably faster than they are. But most of our group is not as stealthy as I am, so I don't know where I'm better used.
That is the reason why I chose the three of us to be the ones to head down there. Myself, you, and Alexis tend to be the quietest.
Alright. I'll do a big flash of light if we all need to get the fuck out. If it's not totally blown, but someone needs assistance, I can do like a raven noise. That's kind of inconspicuous.
That might work. Or the whisper in the ear that you mentioned might work as well.
But I'll only be able to reach Lucky. You guys will be too far away.
Ah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to do it at some point, shall we?
I wish I could buff stealth, but I cannot.
I can give you guidance if we're moving together. No, we're not, right? We are.
I would say give Alexis guidance. Like if I see you preparing to do it, I would try and guide you towards Alexis.
I very reluctantly guidance him. It only lasts 1 minute, so
I'm
hurry up.
also going to give Alexis Vigilant Blessing so that they'll have advantage on the next time they have to roll initiative.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool.
And then once
Off the rogue.
once that prep is done, I'm going to take out my climber's kit and set it up on the side of the cliff as quietly as I can.
Okay, dokie. Give me just a general stealth check to see if you can do that
Can
without them
I-
noticing you.
Okay.
Help him with that?
How would you be helping him?
I don't know, I've never set up a climber's kit before.
Well, it involves laying out a bunch of pythons and then slowly sinking the pythons at the top of the climb into the rock. You want to ensure that they are sunk well enough to the point that they will hold the weight of the maximum number of people that are going to be on it. And because we intend for 4 people, that's going to be quite a ways deep into the rock. That's going to be like about 2.5 foot into the rock.
So you're going to be essentially hammering these nails into a rock while trying to keep it in
Well,
place somewhat.
they're sort of like trammels in the sense that they are designed to be able to sink into rock fairly easily and then not come out without use of a special tool. It's not so much hammering as it's more pushing.
I'll just re-up everybody's Eyes of Night because I assume
Okay.
we've been talking for like 10 minutes, so I'll just refresh it and give it to everybody again.
Alright, so do I get help from Flynn?
If I'm able to.
I will say for this one, you cannot get help because there is nothing that you can really do to help in that situation.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
there's multiple, right? Couldn't they just be...
Okay, fair
Both
enough. If
doing
you,
it?
Yeah, if you were both doing it at the same time, then yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, God knows I'm gonna need it. Okay, that's not too bad. 17.
Okay, 17. Check, sorry. Okay. Yeah, you push into these pythons, into the cliff face,
Mhm.
and kind of casually observing. It doesn't seem like anyone has noticed you do this.
Okay. I'm gonna check the weight on the climber's kit. Do I feel confident that it's gonna hold the weight of 4 people?
Probably not 4 people at once, but
Mhm.
if maybe 2 at a time go down, you feel pretty confident in that, yes.
Okay. I'll make a note, and then I'll signal Alexis to head down first.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as he takes his time and doesn't do anything stupid, he'll be able to get down fine.
All right. I'll go next and signal Flynn to follow once I'm on the ground.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Radio.
Okay. From here, how far are we to the spot, DM?
Alright, let me get my measuring tape. So, from where you are, I'm just going to measure from the watchtower. From that house, you're about maybe 70 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna try and stick to the northeast wall with Alexis and Flynn. Probably have Alexis in the front, me in the middle, and Flynn in the back. Me and Flynn keeping watch out, and Alexis moving forward and finding the soft ground to walk on. So sort of like Alexis' stealth check, and then he's like telling us like, "Hey, this is soft ground. You can step here without making noise," and so on and so forth, stuff like that.
Okay. Again, give me another group stealth check, and then one person from the group make a perception check.
Okay. I think Flynn has higher perception than me. I'm not sure.
You can have advantage on this because Flynn would be helping with this, or other way around.
Okay. Stealth check. I rolled like shit for Alexis. Stealth check for Alexis is 14. Stealth check for me is dirty 20.
I got an 11. And I got a 23 on my perception check.
Okay, let me check.
Oh no.
Okay. You begin making your way through the town on the north side, kind of hugging the wall and trying to keep to the shadow as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And Alexis, to his credit, is doing an okay job,
Mm-hmm.
and you are all making your way. However, Flynn, you see while you're going past this well, one of these fish people, kind of what seemed to be doing patrolling, and you swear for a moment he looked over and stared at you before you kind of sunk back into the shadow.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. I'll whisper that to the group as we're moving, that one probably saw us.
Okay. Can I see him?
Yes, you can. You see this individual, kind of maybe about 5'3", 5'3", very shark-like face, sharp teeth, kind of flat face, holding what seems to be what you'd only describe as like a fisherman's hook, tied to what seems to be a rope around his wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him like looking over at another one, but you can't see. You seem to be obscured by some cover. He seems to be talking to them in some garbled, almost bubbly like language.
What's his body language? Is he alert? Is he relaxed? Is he cautious?
He went from sort of relaxed and kind of just still kind of on guard to like now actively weapon up, looking around.
Okay. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm going to 1 second. I need to make sure that this will work. Okay. I am going to take out 1 ball bearing. Alright? Just 1 ball bearing, and I'm going to cast magic stone on it, so my arm is going to turn into a small little tart. I'm going to put the ball bearing in, and then before I fire the ball bearing, I'm going to use Artificer Magical Tinkering to give it a non-verbal sound. I'm going to give it the sound of footsteps, right? And then I'm going to, while still in the shadow with my dirty 20 stealth, I'm going to, from where we are, fire it between 2 houses and out onto the spot here. I've got enough range for that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I want it to land right there, and I want it to sound like fast footsteps
Okay.
into the snow. Phew, and then pop, 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 pop.
Alright. What is your spell save?
My spell save? 1 second. 1-4.
14. Okay. You see the individual that previously saw you. You see his attention immediately go over to where you shot this bead, and you see him kind of move away from the alley, kind of like looking where it was. However, you hear footsteps coming towards you. You don't
From
see
which
the person
direction?
coming towards you. Coming what seems to be in between those alleys where you shot the bead. You see, or you don't see anything yet, but you hear something, kind of wet footsteps making their way towards you.
Are we all hidden?
At this point, Flynn has readjusted himself, gone back into the shadows, but you still see this thing coming towards you. What are you guys gonna do? You have a round before this thing comes around the corner.
1 round.
1 round.
I'm gonna look to Flynn. What is Flynn doing? I'll let Flynn act first.
I could try and get his attention and run. But I'm kind of going into the bank more, I suppose.
Okay, so I see you leaning away from me and Alexis is what I'm seeing, I guess.
How far away are they from me? Being at the watchtower.
They're about 10 feet away from you, but they're
Oh.
about you're 30 feet up, but they're about 10 foot away, maybe about 15 feet away. I'd say at that point.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm going to, if I see Flynn starting to like make for like as if he's about to be a distraction, I'm going to tap him on the shoulder, point at the climbing kit, and put a hand gesture to my neck, like saying no, like don't go there. And then I'm going to point in a direction like towards the well, away from the climbing kit, and I say there, and whisper fast.
All right, I'll nod and then I'll like sprint that direction.
Me and Alexis are going to move quickly, quietly along the wall in the opposite direction towards the objective that we were going to head towards anyway.
Right, Flynn, would you do me a favor? Would you just place your token where you're running?
Where are we right now?
So currently you are like at this well currently,
Okay, so around
or
there.
roughly there about roughly around there. Adam and Alexis are now kind of more along the wall up here.
All right. Which direction did you point?
I pointed in more of like this direction, like away from the climbing kit. The climbing kit is like somewhere around here, very near the watchtower. Basically, I'm telling you not to draw attention to that.
All right. Okay, so I have, how much speed do I have? 45 feet?
45 feet, and that's just your base movement, and then you can also take an
Yeah.
action to dash.
And then a bonus action dash because I'm
Ah,
face.
yes, you're a monk.
Okay, so I'll go there-ish with my first sprint. And then 20. Well, actually, I don't know how much movement these guys have.
A monk. How far can you go?
All the way
That's a
out.
phase.
I can go
Gone.
45 times like 3. That's how fast I can go.
You can like with that speed, you can straight up get out.
Here.
Follow me still.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you make enough noise on the way there, they're gonna follow you either way.
Yeah, okay. So I can go there. That's 20. That's another 25. So that's where I can get with my action. And then as I'm running, I'll like yell at them.
Okay.
And then I'll spend a key point to GTFO as well.
Just get the fuck out of town.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, move your token how far ever the hell you
So
can move.
insane.
Okay. 45.
Sorry, guys, I was a bit distracted by family stuff. Where am I supposed to be stationed? Where's Lucky?
You're gonna be stationed just
You're just below where I was.
underneath the watchtower. Yeah.
Oh, same. Okay.
Because you were at the like edge of the cliff.
Okay. So whatever square that one is. So like there roughly.
So you would have run through the town, past this fisherman, past
You shitty fish.
you would have seen fishermen in the houses turn over and look at you.
Uh-oh.
As 3 of them, all of these guys, make their way down using their action to try and follow you.
Damn.
Yeah, come on, fish.
So
Yeah,
Yell
good
was,
fucking
like,
luck,
I mean,
Fishman.
Elle was about
As
to
I'm
whisper
running,
in,
I'm gonna-
and you're like, oh no, they're gonna get caught. And then she just sees Finn just fucking gone. She's like, never mind, they're fine.
Goddamn, the same bolt over there, fucking chucking it. Ugh.
I love monks so much, dude.
Yeah, so you see these fishermen making their way towards the inner part of town. This one here actually was much closer, so he's only moved his movement when he still has 30 feet. You get it right there. He could be right in front of you. Rightio. That's where they are, and you see this sea troll as well make his way over towards you. He actually stops right there, kind of looks around, and you see his head pointed up. You see that his actual height, when he was hunched, was maybe 7 feet tall. Now fully up, maybe about 10 feet. Raises his head up into
Big
the
boy.
air and takes in a large inhale.
I'm made of wood. I'm made of wood. I'm made of wood. I smell like sap.
Yes, but you also have a cat.
I know.
A cat that smells like vodka.
The cat that smells like
Yes,
vodka.
smell like vodka.
It's alcohol sick, yeah.
Yes. So you do see that troll. He does move towards Flynn, but then and then looks over towards you and Adam, not right at you, but where you roughly are. You see,
Right.
they may have caught your scent.
Right. Okay. We are moving. Alexis and I are moving forward. We're still moving stealthed, so we're still gonna try and remain completely hidden. And how far away are we from where I saw the hiding person?
From where you saw the hiding person, well, they were on the top floor of the house, but you were roughly 50 feet away from the house itself.
I'm gonna do something crazy.
Oh boy.
I'm going to stealth up and move forward, and then from a hidden position into the room that I saw the person, I'm going to fire another magic stone ball bearing. This time, magical tinkering recorded message. 6-second long recorded message. So I need to think, what am I gonna say in these 6 seconds?
Ooh.
We are friends. Getting you out of here. Come to lower floor, north side now.
Okay, so you can move up towards the kind of base of this house and shoot it up into the 3rd-story window. Doing this, you will break a window.
Is the window not open?
The window is not open. It is
Fuck.
not. It doesn't look like it's an openable window. It's just a one that's fixed into the building itself. So you would shatter glass doing this.
I'm gonna look at Alexis. Do we go loud?
He looks at you, looks at the steed troll, shrugs.
I'm gonna roll a d20 for this.
Right.
Oh boy.
Alright. Alright. Okay. Bonus action, magic stone into the window. Action, firebolt into the sky, opposite direction. Boom.
I'm just gonna have you roll initiative now.
Okay. I rolled a d20, landed on a natural 20. I'm like, yeah, alright, that's a sign.
Alexis does have advantage on his roll.
Alexis does have advantage, it's true. Adam does not. Adam rolled a 12. Okay,
I thought you guys would go in more sneaky route, but
Holy shit, sea troll. Nat 20.
oh god.
oh.
Alexis, natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
He would go first because he's the higher dex.
Do I
Um,
roll initiative? Or like the rest
Oh,
of
I
us?
have. not
Might
added
as
my
well.
initiative.
'Cause I feel like
Yeah,
it's
we
supposed to
should.
go
Might
down.
Yep. Yep. Great.
Okay,
Oh,
so
plus one, so yeah, so there's a 21.
So, quick question. Is initiative before or after I fire those two shots?
After.
Okay, excellent. So the shots go off and then initiative, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
Those shot initiate initiative.
Okay, awesome. So what was mine? Mine was 12 plus 3, 15 total. Alexis is 23 total. Alright.
Let me just change the music now.
Yeah.
Very calming music.
Not
Yeah,
quite as
no
screamy and
no time for
funny.
calming. No,
Yeah.
we're not allowed calming. We're gonna have some of this.
Mine is 15, Alexis 23. Alright, here we go.
Righty nighty.
No.
Yes.
Wow. That one.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
no, poor Lucky.
Lucky sees the fireball in
Your
the sky and
fireball
it's
came
like.
towards me, and I was like, "Shit."
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the panic signal. The signal.
You-
Signal.
the panic signal, and then you panic.
I imagine Lucky just does the cat thing where like jump up in the air. Being
So-
startled.
We're gonna do this in initiative order now.
Okay.
Oh
So,
boy.
Elixis goes first in the initiative. So you have fired this bead into this window. It has released its message, and then you immediately fired your fireball into the sky, indicating that you are going loud and hard now.
Yeah. Alright. Alexis is going to move forward. What's his speed? Fuck.
Maxi, so it's fast.
He's 30 foot. Okay. So let me measure
So
that out.
agility, remember that.
Yeah, also his feline agility. Gonna save that for now. Alexis is gonna move 30 foot forward. He's going to bonus action hide, and then action hold, action ready to, once he sees this person who's not a fish person emerge, to like dash back towards me after waving at them, like wave and then dash back towards me. In the meantime, yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna roll his hide check right now.
Cool.
Natural 20.
Right.
What?
So he's hidden.
Yeah. I rolled a nat 20 for Alexis. Why do I do this to myself? I'm gonna roll shit to myself. Adam's dead.
Next up is the sea troll. Now you see the sea troll, like, now sees this bolt of fire. Now it looks at you, Adam, from in between the buildings, and you see him almost smile with a crooked, jagged teeth now exposed, and you see him rear up again and let out this horrible, bubbly scream almost.
Adam's stance changes to like when he is not slouched over and his combat mask goes on.
So you see, in fact, movement again in the two houses, or sorry, the one house here, as you see something like run through the house and then almost jump through a window to get towards you.
Oh, okay.
One of these, I'm gonna call them Shias because I can't not fucking pronounce their names. Shagwins, or whatever the hell they're called.
Shaolin.
Hello?
Yeah. Hey,
Are
can you
here?
hear us?
What happened?
Luke? Did we lose Luke?
We win.
We all get the guy and we sprint out of here and we win.
Sorry. Fuck.
Oh.
Yes.
Don't worry, we
So
won
you-
while you were gone.
No.
Just trust us.
No. Yeah, you see the Shia boy essentially just jump out through one of the windows facing towards you, Adam, and he's gonna get up almost right towards you, not all the way, but he's now kind
boy.
of impeding your path.
Okay.
And then the sea troll's also gonna use his movement just to get closer. Yeah. Just squeeze through the buildings, just get towards you. Right. Oh, that's his go. New initiative for the Shia boy.
I love how we're like, don't worry guys, we'll help you, and we're just the lowest in the initiative.
Yes. So, next up in the initiative is Adam.
Okay. So I noticed that they are here, and this is bad for when Alexis grabs the guy and wants to exit this way. So what I'm going to do is I am going to move 15 foot this way, staying out of melee from the sea troll, and then another.
You probably want to move further
Like
away
that?
from the well. Yeah, there.
Okay.
Because if you were to do that, you would be within his attack range.
Okay. So I'm going to stay out of melee range of the sea troll. Move here as my movement, so that's 30 foot. Moving down here. All right, and then I'm going to action dash another 30 foot, but before I action dash, I'm going to bonus action magic stone the Shaolin. So another 30 foot over here. Oh wait, that's one more here. And then I'm going to bonus action magic stone Shaolin, so I'm going to roll for that attack.
Yeah, roll a hit.
That would be a really high hit. I'm pretty sure it hits. That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 1d6 plus 4. Oh my goodness, where are my dice? There they are. You know what? I'm gonna use the D&D Beyond dice because I don't have my dice ready yet. 1d6 plus 4. That's a 6. That's 10. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
10 points of damage. Wow. Yeah, you, as you're running, point up your Mega Man blaster arm
Mhm.
and then shoot this thing directly in the face. You see and hear the crunching of bone in his jaw as it almost dislocates.
Ugh.
Thing's pissed.
Yeah, and I'm going to yell as loud as I can. Loud, loud, loud!
Loud, loud, loud.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to be loud and I'm telling others to be loud, so I guess that's the best word to use. Alright?
I look just concerned watching this, and then you yell loud, and she just kind of, huh.
Rightio. Next up is Shia Boy. Now this one, he does hear you, but he can see someone right in front of him, and he doesn't care for that shit at all.
Who does he see?
So,
Oh,
he's
is it
seeing
the one
Flynn.
right
This-
in front of
yeah,
him?
this is the, yeah. This
Oh,
is,
oh,
no,
oh,
this,
right,
this
right,
is
right.
the one by the gate over here.
Okay,
This
okay.
boy over here. Yeah, so he's gonna move his allotted movement right there. Okie dokie, and he is going to chuck something at you, Flynn.
Oh no.
Rude.
So it seems like, again, these like rough fisherman's hooks, sometimes very crude looking tridents, all of them seem to have some rope attached to them and then is wrapped around their wrists. You see this one ready it up to try and chuck it at you. As a 15 hit.
It does not. No.
No, so you dodge out of the way as this essentially spear with rope sinks into the ground next to you and then is quickly reeled back into this thing's hands. Alright, that's its go. Now it's your turn, Flynn.
Okay. So, where does this road lead entirely?
So essentially, this road was the main road that you used from Denor to get to the Shallows. It's a
Okay.
it's a well walked road, not one that is actually paved with stones, but it's distinguishable.
I don't know where I should go right now. Would I be able to possibly lead these two, like, away into the woods and then circle back?
You don't know. I mean, it's probably running through Flynn's right mind. Can I do that? You don't know how these boys are gonna react.
Okay. How are the woods, like, super densely populated in these areas?
Essentially they're on the other they're on the both sides of the road. They don't seem to cross onto the road, but they're fairly thick up into a point.
Okay. I'm gonna run down the road and laughing at the one that missed me and just insulting them as I run. Trying to lead these two down the road and then I have so much movement. And then on
Yeah,
the
you can essentially just get
I'm
off the map.
Okay.
Yeah, you're off the map.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna
Okay. Roll me a performance check to see how well you can get across this idea of insulting them, because you kind of get the idea that you probably don't share a language.
Just making rude gestures as you're running.
I got a 6.
A 6. Okay, so you kind of just spew out some obscenities that if you called to someone who probably could understand you, oh god, they would want to kill you dead. But these kind of boys just kind of look at you like, not understanding
middle
the fucking
finger and run.
words you said. So you're essentially just fucking off the map. I'm just gonna put you at the very bottom of the map over here.
I wanna
just so you hate that you're
stay-
gone.
I want to keep them in sight, so I'll run. I'll run 60 feet away.
160 feet away.
Yeah, yeah,
But again, I'm just gonna put you at the end of the map because I don't have that much map.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So next up is L. So you see panic, and now you see a giant sea troll chasing Adam.
This all happened really fast. I got to do nothing in reaction. All right. I'm worried about Alexis.
Yeah, at this point, you cannot see Alexis, by the way.
Yeah. I just saw him disappear.
Mhm.
And I want to help him take down those boys, but there's not really much I can do. Or I could hit the one that is in Adam's way, so he'd have a clear path.
I will say this: if you use your movement to get down from the tower, and then your action to then descend the pittance that you would, the climbing kit that you've already done, you can get down essentially to where the sea troll is here. But that would be your.
Well, I don't want that. I'm going the opposite direction from that thing.
Good choice.
I'm not going that way. Shoot. I'm trying to think what Elle would probably think to clear the one out of Adam's way and figure that Alexis will figure that shit out and go the other. Alright, I'm gonna try to hit that boy with guiding bolt.
Yeah, you can do so. In that watchtower, you do have line of sight of the boy.
Cool. So what is
Shahakwen.
attack? Spell attack. Let's see. It's
What's your
10.
roll? 10 misses, I'm afraid.
God damn it! So you just
Yeah.
see this streak of like light fly past Adam, barely
Oh, God.
missing him.
Oh god. Why are you shooting
So,
at
yeah.
me?
So you see just this like beam of light shoot down towards the Shia, but it's like a good 5 feet off. And he kind of like looks at the beam, looks at where it was shot, looks over at Adam because he didn't know it was Adam until he turns around and sees this shining beam. It's like, oh.
Oops.
Next,
Alright, well,
speaking
I would
of
like
the
to use
boy,
my movement though.
yeah. Okay, use your.
So
use your
let
movement.
me run 30. So as Elle climbs down and she's just sprinting, she's like, we gotta go help them. Hopefully Alexis can save them. Bye. So lucky.
Right, so you move up.
Yep.
Next up is the Shia boy you tried to shoot. He sees Adam, doesn't care for that shit. This is his town now, and he's gonna get right up in his business.
Damn it.
Alright, let's
Sorry, I
go.
was no help.
So he's gonna let out a couple of attacks at you, Adam.
Sure.
Right, so 2 attacks. He's gonna make a spear and a bite.
A spear and a bite. Got it.
There's an 18 hit.
18? Yeah, just hits.
The bite misses with I think like a 6.
Okay.
Radio. No, I'm just rolling for damage. Because I don't have my dice right now. 4 piercing damage. This boy stabs his crudely made spear into like essentially a portion of your armor that doesn't cover all of it, like into your joints. It doesn't do too much damage, but it's got you now.
Okay.
Alright, next up is another Shia boy, and this is one of the ones that fucking just Flynn just ran right past. No, sorry, this is the one with the sea troll. So he is going to use his movement to get closer to Adam. How close can he get? 60 feet. Yeah, so he's gonna get there. And he's going to chuck his spear at you.
Okay.
There's a 14 hit.
No.
Yeah, so again, he chucks his spear, you dodge it away, and then he quickly reels it back. Radio. Next up is Lucky.
What I do next depends on does the DM rule that giant wolf spiders can make loud sounds?
Yeah.
Now, I have
We're expecting
never-
that one.
I'm going to say spiders can make horrible hissing sounds like in Lord of the Rings.
Okay, then I'm gonna
That's the only reference I have for giant spiders.
That's fair. That's very fair.
to use 40 feet of my movement to get up on this roof as the giant wolf spider and start hissing at these 2 guys.
Okay.
Try to draw their attention away from Adam.
Radio. Yeah, do that and roll me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Scary spider.
Scary spider.
Would Adam recognize the spider?
I don't know.
you just,
Oh no!
Yeah, you just see a giant spider crawl down to where Lucky was, and now crawl up in a building, and now making horrible hissing and like gnarling sounds.
Oh, poor cat. She died so young.
Yeah, unfortunately I have a big fat +0 to intimidation and I rolled a 3.
Sorry,
Oh.
yeah, so you let out these hisses, and these screeches of these things, like they think spider. Later.
Damn.
They now know you're there, and you seem to have diverted maybe some attention, but they're still going to probably go after Adam.
Move your
Can
token.
I hold my action to attack if this guy comes over?
You would be jumping down on him, but
Mhm.
yes,
Okay.
you may.
You should move your token so we don't get confused.
Yeah, sorry.
You don't want to use like a ranged spider move? Can't you web him or something?
I don't think I have that. It just says bite.
Spiders don't have web.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up is one of the Shia boys, and he's going to just essentially use his whole turn just to get close to you. So you can move. So you said you were staying within 60 feet of these boys.
Well, I was running 60 feet away, and I was like 10 feet away from him, I think.
Right. So
Just so
just
they
for sake,
can still
yeah.
follow.
All right. So sake of ease, so that's still technically within the range if they attack you, but they use their action to get closer to you. They're still chasing you. At least this one is chasing you for now.
Alright.
Well, at least it's trying to chase the monk
Trying
with
to
like
yes.
a million
Next up is
speed.
Elixis.
Okay. Does Elixis see the person get out of the house?
I guess roll a perception check for Elixis.
Okay. What is Alexis's perception?
Did he use
plus-
his guidance
No,
already?
hold on.
He has not.
No, but it's guidance. Yeah, actually, he can use that now. That's true. It's a minute.
If need be.
Yeah. Well, probably gonna need it because perception is only +2, which brings him up to a 14. So let me find a d4. That's a 3, so 17 perception total with guidance.
17. Yeah, Elixis does know is what seems to be like frantic moving from the upstairs, making their way down. It doesn't
Okay.
seem like they're all the way down yet, but they're making their way down.
Alexis is not gonna break stealth. Still remains in his hidden.
Okay.
Okay, and same thing. 0 movement, attracting as little attention to himself as possible. Hold action, grab that guy, get out of there.
Cool. Right. In that case, something that also happened at the top of the initiative round.
Mhm.
Adam, you probably see this now with your heightened dark vision. The other Shia boys, the other Shia Gurans, who seem to be kind of just piling up this treasure, seem to be now grabbing as much as they can and jumping back into the ocean.
Oh.
They're
So they
bugging
seem to
out.
be, like grabbing. Yeah, they seem to be like grabbing. Like one of them, only one of them seems to have a sack, and he's just kind of pouring stuff. And other ones are just grabbing, like just armsfuls of what seem to be some valuables and other just bric-a-brac, grabbing it and they're just jumping into the water. So this one is jumping into the water, and this one is jumping into the water as well. This one here, he seems to be taking more time to actually gather stuff in a sack. But these two boys are essentially now out of the combat.
Okay. Okay. Alright. I think I know what to do.
Right. Next up is a sea troll. And he is indeed going to make his way through the through this bit, through this alleyway.
Correction. I realized I cannot hold my action because wild shape is in action. Sorry. First time playing druid.
Don't worry about it. So he is going to get. He is going to get right there. So he's going to be right up into Adam's stuff.
Right.
Oh gosh, like everybody.
Right here. And he's going to try and do some damage to you, Adam.
Go ahead.
Because you made him mad.
Yeah.
Okay, radio. You angered the big troll person, and that's not a smart thing to do, Adam. No, I don't want hag. Hags aren't here right now. I do love me a hag, but they're not right. Not right now. Radio, so he's
Gilmer
going to make,
abandoned hags for dragons. Just putting that out there.
No, he never abandoned hags. He just now has a new fetish for night hags. All right, next up, he's gonna make a bite and claw attack.
Okay.
Radio. Oh my shit. 14 hit. No, it doesn't.
No.
Hit. Yeah. So again, this boy lets out what seems to be just a powerful slash. You back up very, very barely out of way, sinks into the ground, and then he comes in with his unusually large jaw to try and bite you. And again, you back away just in time.
Lit.
Radio. This boy is about doing his stuff. Next up is Adam.
Okay.
You're surrounded now.
I'm fine with this. Action disengage.
Fine.
This is fine.
Action disengage, moving 30 feet this way. getting over here. So moving further away, clearing more space for Alexis. Bonus action, cast on self, Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, okay.
And end of turn.
Rightio. Next up is the Shiagwin.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's the one that was chasing Flynn that hasn't moved yet.
It was the one chasing the Flynn. Rightio. So he's gonna. I may roll something for him because he's gonna try and recognize him because he actually rolled pretty well in his intelligence.
Ooh, smart boy.
Yeah, he recognizes. Nah, I don't want to move away from water, and I don't want to chase a guy that's very, very fast. So he's
like,
gonna
"Aw."
make there is a trait about these boys that will make it so they don't want to leave too far away from water. So he's a smart fishing. He went to Fish Harvard.
Okay.
Radio. So he's gonna move. He's gonna use his whole action just to get back in town.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the edge of the water, but then he sees you, and he looks like he was just about to jump back in. Sees you, then stops.
Right.
Next up is Flynn.
Well, shit.
Oh, shit, indeed.
He's like in the next town over.
Yeah, back. He's back at the door, enjoying a nice.
No, he's back in Sanctuary. I know what you're talking about.
Sanctuary.
So, how far have I bringing this guy away by now?
So currently, you're 60 feet outside of town, or no, 30 feet outside of town because you can move. And this boy is 20 feet out of town.
I don't know if I should just try and kill him.
You could literally just disengage and run back past him. Go whoop. Just run back
But
if you wanted
I'm
to.
just bringing him back though.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Elle's
Yeah.
looking for things to
Okay,
hit, and
so-
she's really far away. So.
He could run towards you.
Yeah, you could bring it to Elle. She's ready to hit some shit.
Okay, so with 45 feet of movement, how close could I get to L then?
L. So you're 30 feet away out of the map. So considering that,
Yes.
where you are
Oh.
now, you could get.
This
You
is
can get. Essentially,
30
you can get here. You could get
Goodness.
there on the map, right next to the Shia boy.
But the Shia boy isn't actually there, is he?
No, he's technically not there because he followed you. He's technically off map, but I just did that so you'd be on the map and have a rough idea of where you would be in comparison to where he is.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna sprint my full speed for 90 feet of movement, my lord. Back
My lord.
this way, this way then. I don't know where exactly I can get by going like around
Ready,
him.
moment, let me check. To get around him, you can get at the base. You can get at the base of the thing right here.
All right, and that's like not trying to engage in combat with him.
That's you not trying to engage. You just run past him.
All right.
Poor guy.
Yeah, this is
Chasing
like
guy and he just runs back at you.
like this fish man is just like
I
chasing you.
know.
Yeah, you turn around, look at him, run straight at him, fucking leapfrog off him, and then run away. And he just looks at you, sighs,
like, what the
and
fuck,
turns
dude?
around.
He's just very confused.
Just very confused and now very angry.
Poor guy.
It's an angry fish boy. Alright, next up is L.
Okay. I want to try to hit, the boy that I missed last time. So the one that's in the middle.
Yeah.
Ping. That one. Yeah.
King.
Ping. I'm going to point at him and
point at him?
Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead. He still has all his hit points.
Wait, what? Damn it!
The one
I
that
thought that was the one that Adam hit.
no the one that I hit is the one
Adam
in the
was
way
over
back.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy.
Oh.
This guy.
I don't have line of sight because the building is obscuring it.
Yeah. Alright, well, so that's all I got. So I'm gonna go for that guy stuff.
Wisdom save?
So, wisdom? Yep. DC
He fails.
14. Oh, cool.
He rolled a 6.
So then he's gonna take 4 necrotic.
4 necrotic damage. Righty tighty.
Next turn, he's
And
gonna be
then-
hurt by that hard.
He is. Next up
As
is
far
the Shia
as-
boy.
Wait,
Sorry.
movement. If I were to
I apologize.
move- it's okay. How does line of sight work? If I were to move further down this mountain, would I not be able to see over the buildings anymore?
So, the map doesn't convey this very well, but in between these two buildings is an alleyway where that's how you still have line of sight. So if
Okay.
you were to drop down, and the incline is slightly not as high here, it's only 20 feet, you could just jump down and then go there, or you could go around the incline to here and then begin moving, which at no like jumping penalty.
Okay. I'll just move to the next alleyway. So like, if I go like here, I'd still be able to see between these buildings.
Yes, you would still be able to see this boy because you would still have line of sight from the alleyway here.
Cool. Yep. All right. So I'm just gonna go down there so I can still see.
Cool. Rightio. Next up is the Shia boy that you just mentally assaulted. Doesn't like that very much,
Heard a loud bell in his head.
and he's actually going to see if he can see you. I say he does see you, and he's going to try and chase you because he doesn't like being
Oh.
attacked.
Okay. Makes sense.
These boys, yeah. Again, well, there's only one boy, unfortunately, that passed Fish Harbor, so they're not that smart. Alrighty, so he's gonna get there, and are you within range of his stabby pole?
Stabby pole.
You are just within his range. No, 20 feet is his range, so no. You are not within the range of a stabby pole, so he's gonna use his action to get right up towards you.
Go fish
Right up in
boy.
your face. Alright, next up
He just wants to get a nice close look at this anime girl.
Yeah. Rightio. Next up is the other Shia boy who got a nice tasty hit. He sees the spider, doesn't care for that, but he just got shot by Adam, and he wants revenge. Again, only one boy past Fish Harbor. Yes, he's going right up towards you.
For sure.
Come on. Come on. Hit me. Hit me. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, they're going to attempt to hit you, but it's a sanctuary. So first with the spear. Oh wow, with a dirty 20 to hit, but he has to make a wisdom save. What's your save DC? 14?
Yeah.
He passes actually.
Okay. 20 hits.
20 hits.
Mhm.
Okay, where's my D6? There's my D6. Alright, takes 6 points of piercing damage as he stabs you.
Okay.
Ready? And then he's gonna try and bite you. So is it
Another wisdom saving. Until I attack. Yeah.
misses the attack and fails the wisdom save.
Okay.
Rightio. Next up is Lucky.
Alright, I'm gonna run along this rooftop and jump on this guy and bite him.
Rightio.
Nice.
Okie dokie. Roll me an attack. I say with your spider-like agility, you can just jump on him.
Yeah, so the roll is to bite?
Roll to bite.
No, 7.
7
No.
misses, unfortunately. I'm sorry. So you go to bite him, and your teeth actually do sink into the flesh, but you realize you're just biting into his hide, essentially, not getting into that nice juicy bit where you can inject your nasty poison. So you're not doing any damage, I'm afraid.
Alright,
Rightio.
that's all I got.
N-
I'll stay on his
that's all you
back.
got. Stay his back. Yeah. Oh, cool. Next up is Shia Boy, and this is the Shia Boy. Where is this one? Oh, this is the one that's got leapfrogged. Rightio.
One
He's
that got
very
bullied.
upset. Rightio. How close can he get to you? So he's 20 feet off the map, so he can only move 40 feet. So he's gonna get right there. Right. Are you within his stabbing range? Let's see here.
Oh, he
You are
had
within
to,
his stabbing range.
he was 20 feet off the map.
He
and
was,
then
and he
ran
moved his.
40.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, range 40 because he uses action as well. So that's his go, just trying to get closer towards you. God, you're running these boys ragged. Next up, beginning of the initiative is the Elixis, but before that, this boy. I'm gonna roll, see how much loot he can get to his sack.
Okay.
Not a lot. He seems to be fumbling, and he's like it's a very shittily made sack, so his stuff seems to be just falling out. So he's gonna spend another round just loading up shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Alexis, what is he doing?
All right. Is the guy out of the building yet? It's been 2 rounds.
It's been 2 rounds indeed. You do see that the movement has gone what seems to be the first floor, and it has stopped at the door.
Okay, Alexis is gonna move up to the door and yell, "Come on out! It's time to go now!"
So, kind of then, very immediately, the door opens, and what seems to be a youngish woman kind of comes out, very panic-looking, and it seems like she has what seemed to be like an open wound on one of her shoulders. It seems to be bandaged very crudely, and she kind of just like looks at Alexis, looks confused for a second, shakes it off, and just like, well, I'd rather do a cat than a fish.
Okay, Alexis is going to point in the direction of the climbing kit, and then Alexis is. What would Igloo do? Alexis is gonna run towards the climbing kit, not looking back whether she's following. Hopefully, she's following.
Radio. So from where Alexis is, it would take a full action pretty much to get to where to get to the climbing kit.
Yeah.
Cool. Radio. I don't have her initiative, so I'm just gonna say she goes on Alexis' turn and she follows Alexis essentially to the climbing kit.
Okay.
Awesome.
Right. Next up is the sea troll, and he currently has a spider on him. Doesn't care for that shit at all.
Oh
He's
no.
gonna fucking pound and bite. Okay, that's 22 and 30-20.
Jeez.
Yeah, this boy's gonna destroy your spider. I'm sorry. Claw. Where my D8? There's my D8 and D6. 8. Oh, do you take 15 points of damage? As this
What the-
boy lays into you, he essentially grabs the spider, throws it to the ground, and then goes in for a bite and just sinks its teeth into its flesh.
Alright, I'm no longer a spider.
You're no longer a spider. Well, that's the sea troll's go. Next up is Adam.
Oh, so that's what that spider was.
As
Okay.
Lucky's now just on the ground.
Spider cat.
kitten.
So I see the sea troll like mauling down on Lucky right now, and then I see this guy in front of me. He's already pretty hurt, right?
Let me. He's hurt, but he's still in his prime essentially.
Okay. Time to make a stand. I'm going to stay exactly where I am, raise up
Oh,
both
boy.
arms, magic stone the guy that's already hurt, and firebolt the sea troll.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna roll, what should I roll first? I will roll magic stone first.
Okay.
19 to hit, so,
19 hits, yeah.
that would be 1d6 plus 4. 5 plus 4, 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9 points of blood damage. Yeah, you shoot this stone and pretty much just point blank into one of his ribs. Again, you hear a very satisfying crunch, and also like as one of the ribs seems to kind of come out on the other side of his body.
Mm-hmm.
He's still alive, but he looks not great.
Not great, alright. And then against the sea troll, natural 20.
Natural 20. All right, roll double damage die.
Alright, let me find my d10s. Fuck.
Strong stone.
There it is. 7. Do you want me to roll twice or just take one and double it?
Roll dice.
Roll twice. Okay, so that
Twice.
was a
Roll
7.
dice twice.
That was a 9. So 16.
Device.
16 points of fire damage. Yeah. So you let loose this fireball, or these 2 fire bolts, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah.
It's a
2
magic
damage.
stone and a firebolt. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, you shoot this thing into this thing, and then immediately rearrange your aim to shoot the troll. And again, just being out in this essentially the wasteland where magic is just ripe and everywhere, you overestimate how much magical energy you need to actually do this spell, and you almost fear for a second that your arm is going to explode from the sheer force at which it comes out. Just this gout of fire goes and hits the troll squarely in the chest, singeing his body, and you see the kind of cocky visage that he had immediately fade, and his eyes fill with fear as he begins to pat himself down, trying to get these flames off his body.
Alright. I'm going to take... Oh, he rolls wisdom
He
save.
succeeds.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fear of fire, but he succeeds,
fire.
and he manages to pat the fire out, and then looks over at you, like still fear in his eyes, but now a resentful anger.
Okay, I'm going to take the opportunity attack and move.
Okay.
I'm going to stay out of melee with this guy. I'm gonna move up this way 30 feet, still within line of sight of the troll. I want his attention on me and away from Lucky, so I'm just gonna move like that. I get one opportunity attack on me.
Oh,
You do. Natural 20. Holy fuck.
Okay.
Right, 2d6. I mean, these boys don't. And you've actually, you also activate their blood frenzy. But you already rolled nat 20, so it's fine. Radio, take 11 points of piercing damage.
I am at 1 hit point.
Oh
my
my god. Oh.
Don't run away from your
Yeah.
healer then.
So, yeah, you run away.
I am the healer.
You run away from this Shia, and he immediately, with his spear, stabs it into your leg, getting a piece of the exposed inner workings in the back of your knee, and you stumble ever so slightly.
I'm, like,
fall over,
limping.
Roll, and then get back up.
Right, yeah.
Next up is the Shia, and he just saw you take a nasty blow, and he's gonna try and follow you.
Alright, come at me.
He's gonna get right at you. He's gonna let 2 attacks, both at advantage because of blood frenzy.
Okay.
No. It's a 15 hit.
No.
Then they both miss.
God damn.
Okay.
Okay.
So again, in this sheer panic of like, holy shit, critical. You see this boy run at you, stab into the ground, you roll, goes in for a bite, you push him away, and like you saw those teeth almost bite into the rough approximation of your neck.
Right.
Right. Next
Okay.
up is Flynn.
Shit.
Shit.
Obviously metagaming, but if I were Flynn, I would punch the guy that L's on, because we could probably take him out for a turn action
Yes,
economy.
that is metagaming.
But that is, it depends on
That
how
is
Flynn would
metagaming.
think. I don't know how Flynn would think.
Well, I would run over to Adam, but I don't think I'm able to see him get like stabbed. multiple
Yeah,
times.
essentially you're currently that line of sight blocked because of the wall. So you hear the sounds of combat, but you don't see Adam get royally fucked.
I mean, I don't think Flynn would go over there, even though I want to. But I'll go.
Mhm.
My plan was to go here and smack a bitch
Okay.
anyway. So,
Alright, smack a bitch. Right, smack the bitch.
I'm gonna use my quarter staff, and I'm gonna use D&D Beyond just because it's faster now.
It's fine, yeah, don't worry.
Nice.
Yeah, D&D Beyond is a bit fast.
12 to hit.
12 hits, actually.
Oh, it's two-handed, so it's a 1d8.
Mhm.
That's not great damage. 5 damage,
Okay.
and then I'll unarmed strike him with my bonus action for a 17 to hit.
70 hits.
And then pour damage again for 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay, dokie. He looks bloodied.
Yeah,
Up.
Does that
Okay.
go?
yeah, that's my go.
Cool. Next up is L.
I will try to hit.
Try to hit.
Come on, with my big old warhammer, give him a smack. Okay, good. That's a 19.
19 hits.
And then a D8. Not great. 6.
6 kills him.
Oh, yay.
Has 6 hit points left,
I did it. Smack.
so he's dead. So
I
that
guess I
Shia
could
boy-
move then.
Mhm.
Do I see this Chia that's coming around the corner for Flynn?
Yeah, you see this one here. And you would have seen this one. Actually, from where you do see Adam get royally fucked.
Oh, shoot! I didn't
You
know.
have-
I see that.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
line of sight. Yeah, you have a clear line of sight from right there.
okay. All right. Well, then I'm definitely gonna move towards. So I'm just gonna go up to this boy. Then. I'm on my way. That's it.
Right, next up is the Shia. This is the one that stabbed Adam so viciously. He sees that you are on your last leg, and he actually sees this new cat person. Doesn't like that, so he's going over to the cat. And he's going to make 2 attacks against you. Question: are you missing any hit points?
Yes.
Right, so both of these attacks are advantage.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I assume 12 doesn't hit you.
Nope. Barely though.
It's a 14 hit,
Yes.
so just get him 1 bite.
Your AC is
Oh,
14?
also, he needs to do a. It's 13.
What?
What do you mean, what? He needs to do a con save for my Halo spores, I think.
Is that level 3?
Hmm?
You're level 2. Do you have that level 2?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, cool. Right. So he'll make a con save. He fails.
Do you know the DC? It's DC 13.
Yeah, no, he rolled a 4.
Oh, okay. 1d4 necrotic damage, which is. Oh shit. 1.
1. Alright.
No.
How much do I take?
Holy shit, he actually inhales those spores, and he
Inhale the
Whore.
Whores. Yeah, inhale the whores. You see him inhale these spores, and you see him cough up blood as he begins to shake now, as he looks so close to death. And he will take 2 points of damage as he bites you.
Oh,
2
that's
points.
that's the
Alright.
guy. That's the guy that I fucked up, right?
Yeah, that's the guy you royally fucked up. Yeah.
He fucked me up. I fucked him up. It's even
It's
Stevens.
no give and take. Healthy relationship. Well, no, not. Next
Well,
up is
no.
Lucky.
Okay, although I want to kill that guy, I'm more worried about Adam, so I'm gonna bonus action healing word him.
Can you? Am I within range?
Yeah, you are 60. You are 55 feet, so you almost ran out of
Oh, yeah.
range.
Ooh,
But you're not.
Mhm.
Thankfully.
Nice.
Nice.
Roll a
Okay.
1 again, so that's 4 hit points. Good luck.
Taking 4 hit points, Adam.
All
And
right.
I'm gonna use my crossbow and shoot at the guy next to Adam.
What kind of relationship is this where like you are shooting at the guys next to me and I'm shooting at the guys next
No,
to
you distract them and they keep running back and forth. That's the strategy.
you?
Yeah, roll to hit.
Yep. That's 14 to hit,
14 hits.
and that is. Ooh, 9 damage.
9 damage. Oh, rightio. This boy looks hurt, but still up.
Shoot, kitty.
Next up is Shia boy next to L.
Bring it.
He's gonna make his way over towards you. I don't think you're missing any hit points, are you?
Nope.
So then he does not get his blood frenzy.
Good.
It's a 17 hit.
No.
Ooh, yeah. So then neither of his attacks hit.
He barely missed. Barely.
Yeah. So he stabs you like with his spear into his chainmail, and for a moment, like he looks happy, like he got you, but he realizes that he wasn't able to penetrate the chainmail, and then goes in for a bite. But you just fucking slap him away.
I'll just give him a wink.
All right. Next up, Alexis and nameless NPC.
Okay. Alexis and nameless NPC will spend action and movement getting up the cliff.
Okay. Yeah. So they spend their action to get up the cliff at the watchtower or the base of the watchtower.
Yep. That's
Cool.
it.
That's their go. Next up is Sea Troll. There is a cat in front of Sea Troll, but also man shoot him with fire, and he do not like fire. So he feels pretty confident that his boy can take care of this, and he just seems to just begin running at Adam out of sheer rage. Because you fucking hit him with
Am I
fire.
still on top of this guy or no?
No, you were
you're on
thrown
top of
off.
this guy, you wouldn't-
Oh,
wouldn't-
right,
you rolled
I was on the
an
floor.
attack roll
Okay.
to be against him.
Oh, nice.
Right up towards
Wait,
you.
actually, can I use my reaction? Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. Because I can either use my reaction to Halo Spores him because he started his turn near me.
Well, he still takes the Halo of Spores for your reaction, but then he has an opportunity attack as well.
Yeah, so yeah, I'd rather attack him
Yeah.
then. So I'll just use the crossbow again.
Well, you haven't reloaded it yet.
Oh, I can't. So
You need a bonus action reload.
okay, then I'm just gonna Halo Spores. Roll a con save for him, then.
Right.
DC 13.
He barely failed.
Okay,
Not rolling great with his con saves.
that is 2 necrotic damage.
2 hard damage. TWT. He did not look like a happy chappy. Tell you that much. Radio. Next up is Adamar.
Okay, so you know there's a few options for me here. I could disengage and then I could heal myself, but then I'm not gonna get very far, and then next turn I'm fucked anyway. So you know what they say about offense being the best defense. I think my best bet here is to try and just delete the sea troll.
Yeah, they can catch up to you.
I don't know if I have enough damage to do it, but I'm gonna have to try. Alright, I'm gonna just let's see. Wait, do I have any better damage options than Firebolt, Magic Stone?
I mean, why not go for the other guy?
The
Not the
Sea
sea
Troll
troll, he
deals
looks
way
weaker.
more damage to me.
Yeah, but if you have higher chance of killing the other guy than the sea troll.
But the other guy only does one attack against me, and the chance of me living
He does
through.
two.
He does 2 attacks?
He does spear and bite.
But
Unless
the other guy is
unless
also
he's dodged.
completely unharmed, right?
No, he's taking a hit.
How much damage has he taken?
I mean, he can't tell you that.
No, I mean, like, does he look hurt? Does he look as hurt
Oh,
as the
he
Sea
has a
Troll?
crossbow bolt in his back.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, no, I'm definitely going for the Sea Troll. Sea Troll's, like, as far as I know, Sea Troll's taken more hits. Alright.
He's only actually taken one hit, and that was from you.
Right. Well, it was a big hit.
It was a big hit.
Okay, I'm swinging at the fucking Sea Troll. First attack, Magic Stone. No, first attack, Firebolt. No, first attack, no, fuck it. First attack, Firebolt. 18 to hit. 1-8.
1-8. That hits.
Okay. 10 points of fire damage. Hey.
Points of fire damage. I need to roll something for him.
He doesn't like fire.
He doesn't like fire.
He gets frightened by the use of fire. I'm rolling really well in his saves. He is not frightened, but he does not like the fire.
Okay. Second attack, Magic Stone against the Sea Troll. That's fucking cocked. Still fucking cocked.
Why do you sound so
That's
angry?
fucking natural 20.
How dare it?
Natural 20. I'm okay with the cocks. You can cock yourself all you want if you're gonna give me a natural 20.
Alright, 2d6.
Yep. 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 4, 14 points bludgeoning.
14 points of bludgeoning damage. He's still up, but he's taking a nasty hit.
Fuck.
Yeah. This is a chunky boy.
Chunky.
Chunky.
I am going to... No, if I stay here, I'm taking 4 attacks. Fuck it. I'm gonna take the opportunity attack and run.
Do we take 2 opportunity attacks?
Yeah, 2 of them, and I'm gonna run. 30 foot this way. Running out towards the entrance.
I'll first do the Shia. Now he has advantage on this because of Blood Frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't hit.
Okay.
Next, the Troll. He does not have Blood Frenzy, so it's a normal attack for him. 21.
Hits.
Dang.
2d6.
2d6? Alright. Come on, no whammies. Roll shit.
I did roll shit, but I think I might have killed you. I rolled 6 damage.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. So you would have gone past, you would have gone about here
Okay.
before you just slumped down and fell on the ground.
Okay.
Damn it.
Hey, I
too
did
far
my
away.
job. I did my job. I fucking did a lot of damage. I'm a DPS.
Apparently you are.
Dead, right? He's just down.
Yeah, I'm
No,
just
he's
down.
unconscious, but he will make death saving throws.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would have been much more pomp and circumstance if I killed him.
Nah, you're dead, rip.
Well,
Sorry,
you
bro.
literally said, I think I killed you.
Yeah, sorry, but like in D&D kill where you just get knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, next up is the Shiaguan. He sees you down, so he's gonna go move to the next nearest threat. So he's gonna go. Right, he's gonna use his full
Wait.
action to get up to L.
How can he even see me?
That's true. He actually can't see you because there's a wall blocking him. He can see Flynn, however. That's too far, so he's gonna make his way up to Lucky.
There. Oh, that's too.
Yep. So he's gonna. Oh, so he's gonna use his full action. All of action just spent moving places.
Oh,
His full action just to get up to Lucky. Next up is Flynn.
I'm in danger.
Does the troll look content with Adam being knocked out?
He looks. Well, you're quite far away, but I'm just gonna say he looks content, but he's not content until you're all dead.
Alright. But I don't think that he's gonna try and, like, slam him on the ground.
Not until all of you are dead.
Okay. Alright.
Then he'll slam all of you equally.
Yes, he's
It's
equal opportunity.
communist killing.
Okay. I don't know if I can get close enough to help Lucky here. So, am I able to run like through the houses right here to get?
Yes, there again. The map doesn't show well just from the angle, but there is an alley there that you clearly see Lucky and the Shia boys.
Then yeah, I'll run here and hit this one in the back of the head with my quarterstaff
Mm-hmm.
for 19 to hit.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, max damage for 12 damage.
dead.
Whoa.
And
Smack him
3
over
hit
the
points left.
Bonk.
Nice.
It's dead.
I'll move over this other one and then just punch him in the mouth.
Right, punch him in the mouth.
That's 22 to hit.
Jesus. What's going on?
6 damage on that one.
6 damage, right? Still up, but God, this was the boy who already had his jaw dislocated, and he dislocated on the other side.
Oh,
His jaw is just barely hanging on.
gross.
Poor boy.
Alright,
Alright,
that's
next up
my
is
turn.
L.
Alright, I'm gonna smack him.
Give smack.
I'm gonna try. Okay, that was good. 24.
24 hits.
Yay.
Yeah.
D8.
Schwank.
Man, again. 7. Smack.
Alright, 7 smack. Radio, this one didn't seem to be actually hurt up until you smacked him. Now he's taking some damage.
There's the
Okay.
one pristine one left.
Cool. The question is, do I want to just run back to try to get to Adam? No, he's too far away. Nope, I'll just stay where I am. I mean, I guess I can move to the other side of the guy. So I'm just like inching. I'm coming. Just
Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah, inchin. Right. Next up is Lucky.
Alright, healing word Adam.
Okay.
That's a 4.
Anyway, Adam, you were back up on the
Not dead yet.
Adam's
And,
having a hell of a
Not allowed to
day.
die.
and because I think Flynn's got it handled, I'm gonna do a crossbow bolt at this guy.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh shit.
I imagine the guy.
That's a
next
9.
to
I
you
don't
is
think that hits right.
Yeah, no, 9 unfortunately misses.
DM, I have a very important question.
Yes.
So I've just been healed. I'm still prone on the ground. Does the sea troll notice that I am alive again?
Currently,
Keep playing dead.
you are awake on the ground, and I'm going to assume Adam is smart enough to realize if I start moving, he's going to kill me again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So until you begin to do any actions, he's content and assumes you are dead.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay right
Play
there. Play dead. Plain possum.
Next up is the Shia boy. He's going to try and stab you. Now, do you have any hit points? No, he didn't hit you last time, so you're still at full health.
Oh, yep.
So just normal attacks.
Come on, come on, come on.
Boy, buddy boy, dirty 20 and 18.
No, damn it, they both hit.
Ah. Right, so D6 and D4.
What is your AC?
18.
7.
Oh, okay, good.
I got a shield.
11 points of damage.
Okay, I'm bloodied.
Yeah, so he stabs you again in the same place where he stabbed you, and the chain knot loosened enough. The spirit actually got into your flesh, and then using that, he pulled you forward with the hook, and then bit you across the bottom part of your neck.
Gosh, I can't 1v1 when he
Kinky.
has literally double the attack output than I do.
To be fair, that was like max damage for him.
Still.
Next up is Alexis.
I thought everybody missed that.
What'd you miss?
Nothing. It's okay. You can watch it in the replay when it comes on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Okay, way to plug yourself.
Yeah, check us out on YouTube. Go on. Right, yeah, so next is Alexis. What is he doing?
Alexis, now having returned, he's like, oh wow, the stealth mission must have gone really well. Turns around, looks at the town. Holy shit, these guys are morons. Alexis is going to...
Help.
Yeah, he probably doesn't have a way of getting down the cliff in one piece without using an action. So he's gonna leave the civilian up there, action down the climbing kit, and then bonus action dash. Yep, so dash up here. That's about as far as he can move.
Okay.
And movement, I guess. Wait, let me see. Flynn probably has that, so movement out here. Yeah, movement out here. There we go.
I like how everyone's just assuming he's good.
Who's got it?
Whatever.
Right. Next up is the sea troll.
Didn't you do here?
Oh, there you go.
Here,
Sorry.
here, 30 feet,
It's
right?
it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Hey, one
Yeah.
5 feet makes difference. Okay.
So again, the sea troll has just, to his acknowledgement, crumped him.
Mm-hmm.
Now he sees this new challenger, so he's gonna make his way over to the cat. And let's see how he's gonna do. He's gonna do a bite and a claw.
Wait, what is?
And that's
Is that AC real? I think I've made a terrible mistake. How does Elixis have such a low AC?
What is
let's
it?
see.
It's 14.
I have an AC of 13, dude.
Yeah, wait, how? Do you not have Dex as your main?
Elixis has a +3 to Dex, but
Does he not have armor?
he has a
Does he have
leather
any
armor. He has just leather armor. He has no real armor. It's just leather.
Well, that makes things awkward. Crit on the bite.
Oh, God.
Because I thought I missed the 14.
Oh god.
Jesus. Right, one minute. How much damage does the bite do? I'll check.
A lot. Elixis might go down here.
Oh, it's a lot of d6. That's 46. 46 plus a d8.
Oh my
Plus a D8.
gosh.
I might kill him. Nah, I'm gonna kill him. You're gonna hurt him though.
Yeah, sorry, Igloo, we killed your character.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, geez, that's high numbers. That's big numbers. Right. 5, 10, 12, 19. This is 19 plus.
Oh my gosh.
22 points of damage.
Yeah, Elixis is down.
Great.
Okay, okay, okay.
So you did great the whole time until the first time you entered the combat. Then you got downed instantly.
Ran in and got smacked by this thing immediately.
Oh god, I feel bad. I don't want to kill him. I don't want to kill character when he's not here. Save that moment when he is here.
Yep.
Oh fuck. Alright, next up is Adam. You just watched your cat get fucked.
Adam's gonna spring to his feet with half movement, go like, what? And fuck it, offense is the best defense, let's go.
Oh lord.
Wait, no, dice, damn it.
Don't you have long range stuff?
Yeah, I do. Well, thank god I don't count dice when they fall on the ground, because that was a nat 1.
You don't count fallen dice.
That is a 20 to hit, dirty 20.
20.
What?
That's the magic stone. Alright.
So, alright.
So 4 plus 4, 8 points bludgeoning.
Yep.
Okay, and then firebolt on the sea troll. Natural 20. That's my 4th natural 20 today.
Minimum damage to kill him in that case.
That's my 4th fucking nat 20. I'm gonna fucking
Yep.
I'm gonna worship this dice.
Yeah, he's dead, and since you used fire, he is probably dead.
Oh, that's right. He's a troll. Well, Adam wouldn't know that.
Yeah, you've just been peppering with fire, so he hasn't had a chance to heal at all.
Oh.
So, yeah, so
Nice.
he's been dead.
Wait, trolls can heal? I don't know anything about
Yeah.
trolls.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
Well,
trolls
they have a
heal.
natural
The only way
regeneration.
to fully kill them is
Fire
to
acid.
burn.
Alright.
them.
Yeah.
Then Adam's gonna run over to Alexis. I don't have an action to heal him, but I will
Yeah,
next
you're
turn.
there.
Moral
Yeah.
support.
I'll heal him next round.
Give him a pat on the back.
No, I'll heal him next round. I just don't have an action. Use my action to burn this fucking troll.
Yeah. All right. Next up is the Shia boy with the over here in front of Lucky and Flynn. So he's gonna make 2 attacks, one on Flynn and one on Lucky. He's gonna bite Lucky and stab Flynn. Flynn, you
Oh,
don't have any hit points missing.
I do. Oh wait, no.
Hmm?
No, no,
I
no.
haven't gotten hit yet.
Yeah. So the stab will be a normal. The bite, however, will be advantage. So the bite first. It will hit with a 30-19. So you take a D4 damage. Take 2 points of damage.
Can I Halo of Spores on him with my reaction?
You may.
Okay. That's 1. Necrotic.
He's still up, and he's gonna stab Flynn. 17.
Yeah, that just hits.
Rightio, so he's gonna get a d6 on you. Take 6 points of piercing damage. He stabs you.
Alright.
Alright, next up is Flynn.
Alright, you shitty
End
fish.
him.
Forest staff.
Finish him.
Natural 17 for 23.
That hits.
10 damage.
How does he die?
Yeah, I'm just gonna, after he stabs me, I'm just gonna back him on the top of the head.
Yeah, you just take your quarterstaff, and with there's a simple overhead swing, just crack his skull in half. You see blood dripping from his nose, his ears, and he falls over dead.
Nice.
No,
Nice.
bad fish.
That, I
We
remember
knew
that.
that
He's
he
No,
killing
bite
a
it.
teammate that is kind of far away.
And kind of
So
fun.
I'll move to that square. I think it's that one. Yeah. And that'll be my go. Yeah. No, you know what? I'm gonna spend a key point to step of the wind to get right up here.
So
Where-
in the same round that I come back to life, Alexis goes down and the sea troll burns to death. I run up to Alexis trying to save his life, and zoom.
Flynn Express just ran past you at full speed.
Alright, that's fine.
Cool. Next up is L.
I don't.
Flynn has run a literal circle around this man.
He's run the
You're gonna laugh by this
entire
Very nice.
Oh god.
I don't know if I should trust the dice to try to hit, or if I want to trust him to make a save. Let's see, which one does that one does damage. I'm gonna try to Toll the Dead. Wisdom
Toll the Dead?
saving throw. Yeah.
Ready out. Well, he's taking damage, so this will be a D12 if he fails. Which he does.
Come on. Goodness.
Yeah, they're
Alright,
not
come on.
wise.
Come on, dice. 2. Yep.
He's still up.
Yep.
Next up, Lucky. You were surrounded by the corpses of fishmen. What would you like to do?
I would like to come here and try and stabilize Alexis.
Alright, roll medicine check.
Hey, don't fail me now. Oh, 19.
He is stabilized.
Alright.
He's no longer dying. He's now just unconscious.
Should I bother going over there, or does Flynn got it? Or you both got it?
I don't know. You can't see, and you weren't there before, so you don't know what's out here.
Yeah, I don't think I would know, but I'm just gonna get over here just in case.
Rightio. And next up is Shia Boy. He is going to... Yeah, he's gonna do the same thing as other friend did. He's gonna stab L and then bite Flynn. Both at advantage because both of you are missing hit points.
Okay.
He misses with a spear. And misses with a bite.
Oh.
You guys have high AC.
I
Next
laugh
up
at him.
is Alexis. He is unconscious, so he's not doing anything. But the NPC,
He's chilling.
the NPC is climbing up to the watchtower and cowering.
Okay.
Next up, the sea troll is dead. Next up is Adam.
I'm gonna pop my cure wounds on Alexis. I'll roll for that in a second. Where's my D8? It's a 7 plus 4. Alexis comes back up with 11 hit points.
11 hit points. He's back up.
Okay, and then there's another one of these fish across the way, right?
Yeah, you saw Flint essentially run over towards the entrance to the town, and you now focusing in on you can hear the sound of.
No, I
combat
mean
all
over
local
here.
language. Yes, now you say your attention. You do see him, and his sack looks a fuck ton more full than it did last time. Still grabbing stuff though.
Magic stone, that motherfucker. He's within range.
Stone that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
he's within range. Wait, hold on. Really
The
quick. Let me...
range that big? That long?
120, I think.
Yeah,
Dang.
I make a. Oh no, it's 60 foot. Shit.
So you're not in range.
No, he's not in range. So here's what I am going to
105.
do. Let's see. Let's see. So from here, is there anywhere 60 foot is around? No. Okay. So the closest I can get to 60 foot is here. Can I get there in one movement? No, I can't. Right? I can. Is this land? Like, can I walk on that?
It doesn't see. It is like down maybe about 10 feet, but it's still land. Yes.
All right. From there, is that 60 foot?
No, it's 75.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, the closest 60 foot is round here.
Mm.
Okay, then in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 30 foot over here. I'm going to do that, and then I used my action to cure wounds. So bonus action, I can't really. I don't have a bonus action dash. So yeah, that's that.
That's that. Right. Next up is Flynn.
I tell the fish that I'm back, and then I hit it.
You're bullying this poor
You
fish.
again, motherfucker.
You're
Only
bullying
an
this
8 to
poor
hit on the
fish.
quarterstaff.
Oh, that's great.
Ooh, I missed them both. It was an 8 and a 9.
8 and a 9. Yeah, that was miss, I'm afraid, unfortunately. Fueled by just a pure unbridled rage against you, Flynn, this fish man just dodges, ducks, weaves, and dives, and he is going to kill you. You can see that in his eyes.
No.
Next up,
Alright.
L.
No, he won't. All right. Okay. I'm gonna trust in my warhammer. Let's try this. Come on. 8.
Misses, I'm afraid.
All right.
I'm so sorry. No, next up is Lucky.
Did I notice what Adam was trying to do? I notice this guy as well?
Yeah, with your dark vision, you can see over the thing this fish man with a large sack of what seems to be just grabbing all the goods he can from this pile of knickknacks.
Okay. Just gonna use crossbow, 'cause I think that's 120. No, that's 80. Okay, I'm gonna use chill touch. What do I do? Range spell attack.
Cool.
19 hit?
Who are you hitting again, sorry? Oh, the guy across
Chill
the stairs?
touch. Chill touch. Yeah,
This one? Hey, yeah,
the guy
yes.
across the lake. Okay. That's 2 necrotic damage.
Radio. So you see as this guy is like shoveling stuff into the sack, you see this skeletal hand go over and grip him. He drops the bag, looks around, sees you, and he's gonna roll something. See whether or not because now he sees like all the people are dead over there. So he's gonna roll a will check essentially to see if he's gonna keep shoveling stuff into the sack or just run up. Now he's a bitch. He from that he sees you, jumps into the water and disappears, leaving his sack behind.
Alright.
Alright, next up is the Shia, and fueled by just pure rage, is gonna attack Flynn.
Okay.
17 on the spear,
Yeah, that hits.
thanks for advantage, and for the bite, miss it with the bite. So, he does 6 points of piercing damage to you.
Alright.
Yeah, it's gonna take you down with him apparently. Next up is Alexis, he is up.
Okay, Alexis is going to use feline agility. Alexis is probably gonna. And his objective is probably to get back up the ramp. But the thing is that he's going to come out here, bonus action dash, then realize that there's someone there. Well, he doesn't have to bonus action dash actually. With feline agility, he can just get here and then. Well, I guess he'll bonus action dash to move the extra bit over here
Can
and
you?
then attack. Yeah. He's gonna attack that one dude with what does Alexis have? He has a
You
short
can make
sword.
it if you do it this way.
That's well, he makes it regardless. His bonus action isn't important. What he's about to do, which is short sword the fuck out of this guy. With advantage, right? Because with flanking?
No flanking.
Oh, no flanking. Damn it. Okay. Okay. That would be a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Oh, nice. Alright. 1d6 plus 3 with sneak attack would be... What is the sneak attack? Oh, we're only level 2, so there's only another d6, so it's 2d6 plus 3. That's a 1 and a 6. Talk about swings. 7 plus 3, 10 points of damage.
He's still up, but barely.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be Alexis's turn.
He's mine.
He's yours. Alright, next up is Adam.
I am going to look around, see that most everyone is dead. I see that our group has been kind of congregating back there. I'm going to start walking back, not gonna dash, mainly because I'm fucking hurt. I'm gonna get over there, and then with my action, gonna firebolt up into the sky to signal combat end. I don't know that. I'm just gonna be like fireball in the sky.
Yeah, so you see your fireball?
Okay.
20 more fish people come out to see.
Exactly. Alright.
You killed my father. I will kill you.
Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
My name is Fishigo. My name is Fishigo Montuna. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Oh my god. Oh my
That was great.
Point of inspiration for that.
Thank you. I will take that point of inspiration.
Dude, Betty, this is how you do it. It's inspiration for puns, not psychic damage.
No, puns, you get damage if they're bad, you get inspiration if it's good. Alright, Flynn, murder this fish.
Alright. Please let me hit. Yeah, that hits.
I'm pretty sure minimum damage kills this thing.
Yeah, 19 to hit, 10 damage.
Yeah, how does he die?
I just hit him in the knee and then punch him in the jaw, and then just hit him again with the quarterstaff.
Yeah, so what you do, you take quarterstaff, you break his knee, going in forward onto his actual knee, bending it backwards.
Oof.
Like the satisfying crunching and snapping sound of
Not
sinew and
satisfying.
bone.
No, no.
Punch him in the jaw,
Oh.
breaking it, sending it flying 5 feet. And then when he's on
Sorry,
the ground,
Maya.
bleeding from the jaw, looking up at you with fear but still that reserved anger, one more sharp smack against the side of his skull. It cracks, he falls over in a pool of his own blood.
Yeah. Yep. Good.
It's just
I have-
FYI,
I have,
Maya has a phobia of
I have-
bone breaking
literally
related
one
things,
phobia.
Yeah.
The breaking of limbs is not really cool. Alright, that was great.
Right. And with that, combat has come to an end.
That was supposed to be a
That was-
stealth mission, Flynn.
I was gonna immediately turn to Flynn and just be like, what the fuck was that?
What do you mean?
How do you, what? She's like looking at your legs, like examining them. How do you go that fast?
Shrug.
Alright then. Well,
Adam
Jesus,
slowly
okay.
hobbles over.
Cool. With the group recovering from the combat, we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break. 'Cause I
Yes.
Lou and has something to eat.
Please, yes, I need to use the loo
Yes.
as well.
Right, yeah.
me too.
We didn't die,
so-
yay!
You did that.
Yay.
Congratulations, you beat
I went down
combat of
twice.
And Alexis went down. We got 3 downs.
I hope because this will be the level of combat for the whole campaign. Have fun.
Oh, it was fun.
It was fun.
Good.
I'd be fine with it if I wasn't level 2.
I mean, the monster's gonna scale up as you level up, so.
I prefer that though. I have
Man,
more
we
things
were-
to do.
We were
Fair.
so close to pulling that off perfectly, like complete stealth. We were so close.
Should have healed elixirs
Not a
before the
bad
long
roll.
rest. Screaming. In those spell slot.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay. Maya, you okay?
I just know what my playstyle is gonna have to be from now on. Gotta stay in the back at first.
Oh,
just
I
need
meant
to-
the bone thing. Next time he starts
Oh,
talking,
oh,
I'm just
oh.
gonna server deafen you.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad for me. It's worse for me to see it. It's more of a visual thing. Like it being
No, but guy,
described.
he does
is
like the sound
okay.
effects and everything.
Yeah, I'll deal. But yeah, it's definitely just way worse seeing it. So that's why, like, I kind of really fear, like, at my job in the gardens, I have to get up on high ladders sometimes. So, like, one of my fears is, like, falling and breaking my own leg.
no.
Like, I think I might just, like, pass out. I really don't know how I can handle that. Like, I've had to deal
Yeah.
with, like, I've been a first responder. I've had to deal with broken bones. I'm just like, ew, okay, all right. And I've dealt with it, but it's tough. If it was myself, I think I'd just pass out.
I took a first aid course before. The one I can't deal with is the one where like I can't remember what they call it, but the bone is like sticking out. I can't do that one.
Yeah, that's the worst one. That's the worst
No, okay, sorry.
That's the worst one.
Trigger you.
No, it's okay. For me, it's specifically like arms and legs that are the worst because of that. They break out of the skin and shit like that.
No.
Yeah, those are the worst ones. I'm a lot better with it than I used to be. Because I had to be. Anytime you want to watch like an action movie or a fight movie, there's always fucking
Oh,
snapping
yeah.
a bone.
Yeah.
So I kind of just
Because there's no
gotten-
blood, so that's what they use, I guess.
yeah. So I've gotten more desensitized, I guess. Ugh, I've had to help a couple people with broken bones, and I'm just like, okay, this is what we need to do. I know my training. Eyes closed. All right, let's come this way. I can do this. And I've been
Wait,
fine.
when did you have to help people with broken bones? You mean as a...
When I was a lifeguard,
Oh,
I had to.
What?
Yeah, I saved a couple of lives from drowning, but broken bone, that was not cool. Not cool at all. And then when I worked in like a kids gym way back when I was like still in high school, there was this party and the kids were all jumping around and this kid went to jump off of something to like slam a basketball into the hoop, but I just happened to be looking and he just fell wrong. And I immediately saw it and I was like, all right. And I went straight to the phones. I was like, 911, please. And then after, they were called and I was like, okay. And we just I was like, all right, elevate it here, support it, blah, blah, blah.
God, it sucks.
Yeah, it's no fun, but I mean, I'm proud of how I've dealt with it.
Yeah. No, if at any point in the future my visual descriptions of how people die and or injuries get too much, let me know and I'll tune it down a bit.
No, it's fine. Like I was just saying, no hobo. It's more like visually. Like you describing it is okay. I can like imagine it in my mind, but just like seeing it is what is the most disturbing to me.
Got it.
Yeah, descriptions are great. Enjoy them.
I like it though, yeah. I mean, it's a visceral world, like, so it makes sense that things are described that way. I like it. I don't want you to change anything.
Cool. Yeah. So, is everyone here or people doing stuff?
I think
Benny's
Benny's
back?
away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, go. So, what do you think of your first proper combat encounter?
It was fun.
It was neat. I liked it.
I like
It
your
was
fist people sounds.
Oh yeah, that's really good. I like how we were able to go into it with a lot of planning. Like, I'm glad that you allowed us for that. But then I also like how it didn't go all according to plan. So it was like cool. It was good. I liked it going into it.
It's good.
All right. Well,
I
I
feel like
guess I'll
Mitzi
pee
does-
right quick.
Oh, cool. one thing I will say about the common encounter is that the other party that ran this, they were actually a level higher when they met this encounter.
With the
So
same
very-
stats and everything, you didn't rebalance it.
No, I rebalanced it a bit because if I did it like properly, because originally I had sea hags in this,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have fucked you. So I was like, you know what? I'll keep it goons and one big goon,
Right.
and so that's where this combat came through. But everything else was straight lace. Like sea troll. I did add in because I always thought it was weird that trolls, even though like they know fire is bad and acid, that they don't have like no fear of fire. So I added that in so that if he ever like received fire damage, he would have to make a wisdom save or be frightened for a round.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I always thought it was dumb because trolls are like they're very cocky beings as well because they always think themselves as invincible. But the one thing that they aren't against is acid and fire. So I gave this one specifically fire fear or fear of fire, and he had to roll above a 13 each time he was hit with a fire-based attack, or he'd be frightened for one round.
Huh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I rolled pretty well for his saves. I never got that effect out, but he had it.
Done. I have hyperextended my knee a couple times, so I totally feel that kneecap getting smashed in there.
It's thinking about that.
It's no good when you're mid in the air and you land and you see your knee go backwards. You're like, huh?
No.
that can't be right.
No, it is one of those because any kind of knee injury I hate. So I know for a fact when I described that I was like, I'm gonna do this. Like breaks the knee backwards. I was gonna say the bone comes out of the leg, but no, I'm ready.
No, that would have
Yeah.
not been cool.
Yeah, I was doing enough, so I was like, nah, I think I'll keep it with just the leg breaks and the bones stay inside the flesh.
Nice. Yes, it's a very, very distinguishable pop when it happens.
It is. It's disturbing how kind of comedical it is, like a kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like straight up like a cartoon like sound like pop.
It is. I hate it.
That's how you
That
put in
was-
your game.
I did. Because this is a brutal world with fish people and murder
Yep,
and cults
fair enough.
and forest fairies.
I'm sorry, forest fairies.
Well, the thing is, like traditional Germanic and Celtic fairies are horrifying.
Really dark.
I was
Everything is
made
in
aware of
Celtic
this.
mythology.
Well, not even just Celtic, but like just general fairy tales as well. Like you'll get your nice, leprechauns and things like that. But then there are also things like a horse that tricks people into riding it, then goes to streams and drowns them. Its favorite things was children.
Yep.
Yeah, it's terrifying. So instead of like the normal like fairy fae in D&D, I'm going with the more like traditional, like real world fae, which are fucked. Yeah.
Let me see. I actually took an Irish mythology class in college, and that shit was dope. There was this, can't remember what the name of this really creepy thing that would appear, and it had like a person's body, but it had like a really big like bunny head.
What?
basically like a mascot, like you put on a head looking like bunny type thing. But it would appear and it would like make you tell it your deepest secrets, or else it wouldn't go away and it would just follow you everywhere you went. Or something like that. But yeah, everything's scary.
Yeah. Everything is terrifying. And we haven't even gotten to the creepy shit yet. This is pretty mundane as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, I'm back, but give me a second, I need to get a drink. I just got out of the loo.
Hi. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
Sister was texting me what I was doing, and she was like, "Shouldn't your cat character be eating the fish people?"
You can now if you want.
Just munching on some tuna.
Munching on a finger.
Just realized I play a cat who's mostly vegetarian.
Yeah. I mean, I never
You're
really had
resourceful.
access to fish before as well, actually.
Oh, they don't have fish?
No,
Not in the aqua. Oh, dang.
no, it's water. They do have some cattle, but most of it is used for work.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It's nice music.
Yeah, it's nice.
And non-copyrighted as well.
Do you save like
did
these names? How do you play this?
I have a channel called, I think you see it actually in End Times Music.
I know,
That
but
yeah. Well, most people, unless you're an administrator or a DM, you can't see that normally. So I just save I just save a couple of stuff I come across in that channel, and then when I want to play it, I just copy and paste it with
oh,
the
I
proper
see.
command.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And this is far easier than using goddamn Roll20 stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Fredo, Millie just texted me. Yeah, the thing you described with the giant rabbit head's called a puka.
Oh, yes, that's totally correct. Yes.
Oh yeah, Millie's the one running the campaign with a bunch of Celtic stuff, right?
Oh, she's not running one yet, but she's planning on doing it.
I'm back.
Oh yeah, I remember her talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let me look it up for you.
Yeah, she is an
searching for stuff.
aficionado when it comes to Fey lore.
Ooh.
Yeah. And we're talking about, like, proper, like, real world Fey, the ones that are fucked and are allergic to iron, not the D&D Fey.
Right.
And she's gotten me addicted to it.
That sounds
Especially
cool.
Scottish ones. Yeah.
I've always been
Like you
like
said,
fascinated by the concept of leprechauns as well.
Yeah.
Like beings that the entire like existence is based around luck.
Yeah. Fey are diverse as well. You know, you got your normal, leprechauns. You've got your, horses that drown people. And then you've got red caps, which are literally just murder crazy hobos.
Mm-hmm. Are we ready?
I think so. I think Maya went to go grab something.
What?
No,
you're
she's.
back.
We were just talking about the puka. What do you?
Oh, God, sorry. Yes, so if everyone's back, you just hop straight back into things. So, party,
Awesome.
you've just defeated a decent troop of fishmen. It was a hard-fought battle, and now you have saved what seemed to be a resident of this town. What would you like to do?
Alexis, where's
I
that
guess
person?
ask Alexis.
Alexis will she's a lady. You saw her. She's in the tower.
Right. Adam is going to very slowly hobble his way up with his armor. Like half of it is like chunked and cracked in places. He's just gonna like make his way slowly up the side and up to that tower.
Before I join everybody else, can I just do a ritual detect magic and kind of like scout around just to make sure there's nothing left?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You do a ritual detect magic, and you don't detect any magical essences, at least within your range here.
Not in the water?
Oh, in the water? You don't detect any magic in the water.
Okay.
But roll a perception check.
Okay. That is 14.
14. You swear in the deeper, darker portions of this water, you see eyes staring at you.
Getting the fuck out of here.
I'm going. Is the rest of the party following me up to this tower?
No, I mean, Elle wants to make sure there's no other survivors now
Okay,
that all these
that's
guys
fair.
are gone.
That's fair.
So she's just like, will you guys help me look to make sure no one else is here?
Well, I'll tell you, I looked around and I didn't see anyone.
But they might be hiding in their houses, right?
Hmm?
I don't know.
Well, it just can't hurt to check a second time.
Roll me an investigation with advantage if you're just going through house to house, just taking your time looking for people.
Yeah. Just
Well-
kind of not scream, but just kind of just being like, hello. We got rid of those ugly fish guys. Anybody here? Just going by.
Right.
Alright.
This will take some
Well-
time, but it's easily done.
I'll guidance you.
Okay, awesome. Guidance.
While they're doing that, Flynn, are you joining them or are you coming up to me?
I'm coming up with you, yeah.
All right.
So that would be. I think I have invest. Oh, okay. +1.
So are we checking all the houses? Because then we can get to this thing and look at it too.
That's,
Yeah, I'm taking that into account as well.
Oh, sure.
17 for L.
17, radio.
Yeah.
So you detect in. Let me just zoom out the map. Because I'm close for combat. You detect no life, at
Mhm.
least in any of these houses. None
Yeah.
of this one over
Yeah.
here. However, making your way over to this house here,
Oh.
you examine the house and you hear what seems to be some kind of noise downstairs. And you realize, wait, I'm on the first floor. So you go
Mhm.
outside and you find what seems to be like a storm cellar.
Okay.
It seems
And
to be currently
is Lucky
locked.
with me? Or am I alone?
Yeah, yeah.
Lucky,
We're
yeah,
going
Lucky's with
together.
you.
Okay.
It seems like this storm cellar is made of like some kind of crude metal or iron of some kind of variety,
Mhm.
and seem to be locked shut with a chain and lock.
Huh. Yeah.
Locked
Elle
from
would
the
just-
outside?
Locked from the outside.
Oh. Elle would just kind
Uh,
of look at Lucky and look at the door that's locked, and she'll just say, there's some reason there's something's locked in there, and she'll go and like crouch down next to it and like try to listen. What does she
Mhm.
hear?
Listen, you hear. Probably put your ear against there for a minute. You don't hear much, and then you hear like a. Like footsteps on cold stone.
Oh. Huh. Okay. She'll knock on the door. Hello.
Those footsteps rapidly, like, and then you hear a. As you almost like a door shut. And then
Hello.
you hear very, very softly. Oh, it's like whimpering and crying.
Do you need like help or like what's your deal?
No response.
She just shrugs at Lucky.
strange. I don't think fish people are were the type to lock somebody in a cellar. This happened
I
done before.
mean, if someone's not going to be able to respond to me to ask for help, I don't really know if I can trust its sanity. Or maybe it doesn't want help at all.
I don't know. Even if it doesn't want help, I don't think it wants to be locked in there, right?
But we don't know what it is my point. If it's not going to respond to us, how can we trust it?
I'm gonna crouch down and call out, "Hello, do you want to be let out of here?"
You can like hear like the crying kind of intensify ever so slightly. Kind of stuff like that. It's now louder and quite audible. Even when your ears aren't pressed against the middle door, you can hear it now. It sounds like a child.
Oh,
As a player,
really-
I'm very suspicious.
that's even weirder now.
Demonic child.
Yeah, I mean, Elle's just like, I mean, if it's not going to talk to us, I'm not going to risk letting it out.
I'm gonna continue talking to it. It's like, can you speak?
Okay, I want you to roll me a persuasion check to see if you can try and calm this thing down for it to get some kind of response.
Mm-hmm. I would like to say that I'm helping, but Ella's not.
All right. Persuasion. That is 14.
14. Okay, so you kind of just spend the few minutes just talking to this door, essentially, trying to get it to calm down. And over that time, you hear the whimpering and the crying kind of lessen and lessen, and eventually stop. And then eventually you hear these small footprints come up to the door, and it says, "Hello."
Oh,
Hello.
it's me. Hi, we are trying to help this city. Are you a civilian here?
I was meant for the king. That's what they told me.
Ella just looks at Lucky, confused.
Well, everybody here is dead except you, I think. So no tact.
What are your charisma scores?
We are the guys with no charisma, guys.
Including the fish people. They're mostly dead. So, oh no.
Oh boy. Oh, Jesus Lord.
It's now very audible because he sees you right up against the door. It's
Yeah.
it's a horrible. It's the kind of like sniffly, snotty crying as well.
Ella's just rolling her eyes, like putting her head on her forehead, like I don't know how to deal with kids. Why are you locked in here, child?
We didn't find one person alive. I forgot. Do you want to come out?
I can't. Door is locked.
Yes. Why is the door locked?
They were keeping me safe for the king. I don't know.
Ella's really suspicious. Can I roll for insight?
Yeah, you can.
Cool.
Guidance, I guess.
Is alright. Okay, and alright. So that is a 21.
21? Yeah, this child, you can tell just by listening to the voice, is scared, but they have not told you a lie. Everything they're saying is true. They're very confused and scared.
Okay. Like, that's all her suspicions were based on, is, like, how it's locked in. So it makes sense if the parents were like, stay here, kid, and, like, they ran out to try to, fight them off. Or if it was just, like, some demon locked in there. But, yeah, seems to check out. So Elle will just kind of...
Sounds like it was
nod to
neither
Lucky.
of those things.
I'm gonna just try, start scratching at the door. I don't think it will break it down.
Oh my god!
Nothing.
No. Elle will just look at Lucky.
I am not
swear.
You look at this door in the chain maybe a bit more closely, and you do notice some oddities about it. On the door itself, there does seem to be like ever so slightly small carved runes onto it. Not to be magical in nature. No, doesn't seem to be magical in nature, just decorative. But it looks strange, and the same on the actual chain itself. And the
Is
lock
there any
itself
way
has
I
a
could
coating
roll, like, history or something? Like, if I've seen any of this, like this in my books that I've read?
What language do you know?
Celestial, Common, Dwarvish.
No, you don't recognize these scratchings.
Okay.
I've got Undercommon and Druidic.
Still, no.
Alright. With my detect magic, do I see anything from this door?
You detect magic. The door the door chain or lock does not seem to be magical. However, at this point, you're close enough to the pit, this little thing over here, where you do detect some magic coming from there.
Ooh.
From where? Sorry?
The pile
They're
of
Oh.
knickknacks and stuff like that, and also the sack that the fishman failed to drag back into the ocean.
I feel sorry for that guy. He failed so hard.
It's too greedy.
Right. Well, I mean...
I guess I'll go and look, and also try and look for something that I can bust the door open with.
Elle's just
Right.
thinking like shouldn't we just walk through the front door and unlock the, I assume, basement door for him?
I thought storm cellars were like one entrance, one exit.
Yeah,
It's-
storm
I don't know how it
storm
works.
cellars are usually one entrance, one exit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's totally separate from the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
underneath
alright.
the house, but it's like this is the only way into it.
Got you. Okay. Well then, I mean, in that case, then I guess Elle's just gonna ask, kid, do you know where your parents would have put the key? Would it be on them currently?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go with it's on them. Just sit tight. We'll get you out of there. Hold on.
I have a sneaking suspicion it wasn't the kid's parents that locked it in there.
Right. So, yes. So, get ready to receive loot. Because you
Get ready.
Oh.
get ready.
Yeah.
So you
Elle
go
will
over
just
to
walk
this-
over and see what
Yep.
Lucky's looking at.
So you go over to this pile of loot, and most of it does seem to be just like pretty mundane stuff, like cooking ware, like rough pieces of metal and wood, like pieces of furniture that have been broken or stuff like that. But there does seem to be some actual useful items in here.
Mhm.
So, there is a longbow with 18 arrows.
Oh,
There
okay.
is
Okay.
there is a short sword, a long sword, and an axe. A battle axe. Sorry.
Okay. Would you be able to post everything in the chat, or do you
Yeah,
want us
I'll-
to?
I'm
write
writing
down?
it down, don't worry.
Yeah, you're writing it down. Yeah, the loot is your department. I have it. I have it on a list here, but it's
Okay.
yours to keep and mark down.
All right. Depending on Hobo then.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is the equipment first. You find that. You also find what seems to be a decently large set of leather armor. It seems to be quite bloodied, and slightly damaged, but still functioning.
Okay.
Here. Other than that, you find 93 copper pieces, 16 silver,
So they want money too, right?
16 silver, and 1 gold piece.
Mhm.
You also find a small amount of jewelry. You find a small silver ring, and what you assume to be some kind of ivory necklace.
Mhm.
Other than that, you also find a decently large key, gold in color, and with these small, intricate carved runes on it.
Oh, does it look similar to the one on the door?
It looks similar to the lock. The lock itself was gold as well, with these small
Oh.
runes as well.
Alright. Is there anything else?
That's all you find that is worthwhile. There is a bunch of like.
Where was
like,
the magic coming from?
The magic was coming from the key,
Just the key. Okay.
just the key.
Do I see what kind of magic it is with detect magic?
Yes, you do. Let's
Yeah,
see.
what kind?
Oh, let me check. Enchantment.
Okay.
Is that the key for the kid? You think?
I pick up the key, look at the lock, look at the key, and like, yeah, I think so. But honestly, Lucky's not gonna pick up anything except the key. So unless you want to,
Oh well, god damn it. Well, yep. Well, then Elle's gonna pick up everything
he's
else.
not interested. Okay, yeah, I'll try and unlock the door.
I can carry you.
Ready? So you take this key to this door. Do you open it?
Yep.
You put the key into the lock and turn it. And in that moment, those runes that did seem to have no kind of magical radiance light up ever so slightly. And then the doors open on their own, kind of swinging open with a heavy creaking sound. And as the moonlight kind of filters into the room, you see a small stone with a what seems to be a side room off it. The door currently to that room is open. You see a small wooden bed with kind of furs for blankets, a table and a chair, and into the room itself, you see nothing much more than just like a rough fur carpet, and you see this child dressed in what seems to be just a very large, quite intricately made silk white robe, completely shaved head, but what seems to be a single tattoo on their forehead.
Okay. Do we recognize what symbol it is or anything?
You do not know what the symbol
Is-
dictates.
Okay.
It seems to be in some kind of
Is
language you don't understand.
the child male or female, human or other race?
The child, you look at it, it looks to be very pale but human.
Okay.
Currently, you can't necessarily tell what kind of gender it is. It seemed to be a very young child, maybe
Hmm.
verging on 6 or 7.
Okay. Got you.
Well, he's just gonna open the door and it's like, you can come out now.
This child looks very scared, at you. The tears still running down his face. It's just,
Mhm.
I was told not to leave. Never to leave until the time.
When
Right.
is the time?
Don't know.
So we're here to help you. There were some bad people, but they're gone now. And we're good people. She's kind of looking at Lucky for help.
She nods and gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah, so we're just gonna take you to meet some of our other friends. They're good people. And we're gonna go somewhere safe.
I mean, you could stay here and starve to death because everyone is dead, but
Roll a bruising check at disadvantage.
oh, who?
At disadvantage?
L. Yeah, well, it was gonna be normal, and they said, "Oh, you could stay here and starve to death," making the child cry again.
That wasn't me.
But it's persuasive. I don't want to die, right?
What is your
Sorry.
charisma?
You can roll normal, but no
Okay.
advantage.
Thank you. All right.
Guidance the hell out of you.
I have a negative to charisma, everybody. All right.
Was she really? I thought it was worse than
Yes.
you.
No. That's why I'm like, it's one of the least charismatic characters to do this. All right. 10 with guidance.
10 with guidance. The child again looks very apprehensive and scared, but the crying abates slightly, and he looks like he's somewhat willing.
Look, buddy, I'm not great at this, all right? I want you to be safe. But I mean, we kind of need to go, so come with us, please. But if you don't, I mean, we gotta go.
Okay.
I don't
He
don't
kind of
have
reaches out for
anything-
you.
give this.
You see this child looks very malnourished. They're very skinny, and it looks like they're just having trouble just even standing up, pretty much.
Oh, well, Ella's still bleeding out of her sides, but she'll reach over and she'll grab the child. She awkwardly goes to pick it up. She's placing a hand around its side, looking for a reaction. Do I carry it?
He's holding his arms out, and he's shaking slightly, but he's pick me up, please. I can't walk.
Oh, okay, yeah. She'll carry it then and just put it on her hip and just all right then. And I guess we didn't see anybody else around here in the houses.
No.
Okay.
Elle, do you think you could send a message to the rest and tell them we found another survivor?
No, I believe they're out of range. I think they're too far.
I mean, you guys can just
Well,
walk
let
back
them know
to
as soon as
us.
you get close, I suppose.
Yeah, they're too far. I
I
can't
mean,
do it. I mean,
why don't you
I
just
can
walk
make a
up
really
to us?
loud, caw noise, but that doesn't
I
really
don't think that's what it
convey anything. I mean, I guess I could yell across, but
No,
I don't really want to.
It's all right. Let's just head back.
Okay, yeah. So she's just
So,
carrying this
what?
child on her hip, and she's like, "Oh, this is an interesting scenario."
So while this is going on, Adam and I guess Alexis and Flynn, what are you doing?
So, as they leave, before any of all that happens, watchtower, the person in the watchtower, me and Flynn are up there. I think Alexis is shortly behind. Just calling out hey, you all right there?
she kind of like you now see this woman kind of peer over, and it seems to be quite a brawny-looking woman, quite short in stature, but quite physically well. She kind of like comes down the ladder using one hand, as it seems like one of her shoulders seems to be like injured. She kind of comes up to you, and now you get a good look at this woman. She stands maybe about 5'7", kind of long, dirty blonde hair, kind of bright blue eyes, wearing what seems to be working clothes, a kind of like hardy kind of hempen or some kind of quite tough trousers and a jacket. Underneath what seems to be just kind of plain kind of cloth top, something like that as well. She kind of looks at you, like now a bit more together. Says, yes. I don't know who you are, but thank you for your assistance.
What is your
I
name?
appreciate it.
What's your name?
Oh, well, I'm Susan. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Susan. You look injured. Are you alright?
Oh yeah. Well, a whole thing happened, but a while ago I got injured and I came back to get fixed, and all this shit was going on.
Is
I
Flynn
did
good
what I
with
can, but
medicine?
I'm not.
Is Flynn good with medicine?
I am okay with medicine.
I will.
Hey,
I will
roll
like.
to-
I'll glance over to Flynn and be like, "Do you mind helping her with that?"
Yeah, I'll take my mask off so I'm not just a weirdo around her. Pretty 20 on my medicine check.
20. Yeah, you look at this wound. She seems like she's roughly bandaged up, kind of with some some cloth she must have found. However, it's very readily apparent the wound is festering and infected. It's purple with like green tinges, and it smells absolutely horrid.
You should probably have Lucky take a look at that. She might have some herbs and medicines that could help with that. I'm going to retrieve the climbing kit.
I will say, with a dirty 20, you feel like unless some immediate medical attention is shown to this, she might lose that arm.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
You sent also the 2 medical people away.
Well, I mean, I'm there. I just don't have spell slots.
Yeah.
I don't have any either.
But you have a herbalism
Saved
kit,
one.
right?
Oh yeah, I do have a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have her herbalism kit.
Okay. I'm going
We've
to.
got some,
Yeah.
we've got some friends that could probably help you. I don't know what they're doing right now, but
Yeah, well, I'm already indebted to you, but if I can indebt myself a bit more, that would be mighty kind of you, because this thing burns like no one's business.
yeah, it doesn't look that great.
Doesn't look that good.
Well,
I
lost
have
healing yesterday, but I don't think it's very good. Well, most my arm, I can still feel the wound itself.
How bad is it, Flynn?
Oh, sorry, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked you how bad it was.
Sorry, it cut out for a little bit. It's not good. If we don't do something soon, the arm could be lost.
Would
Oh.
cauterizing the wound help in the short term?
I'm
To
sorry.
your medical knowledge, cauterizing the wound, the infection has spread to the point where it won't help too terribly much. Again, with the dirty 20, you know the rough procedure that needs to take place. The wound needs to be cleaned, use some kind of antibiotic or herb or some kind of ointment, and then preferably to cut out the infected flesh, either with some kind of surgical blade or with maggots. And then hopefully,
I'm gonna up the
if all that goes, the arm can be salvageable after some therapy.
Would magical healing help?
You would reckon if magical healing was given to this, it would help tremendously.
Alright.
So, from what you are saying, friend, I surmise that we are going to need the help of the others.
Yeah, that is very likely.
I will raise my arm out towards over the city and firebolt.
We're already on our way back, so Ella's just like, oh, here we go. I need
Another
more
one.
help.
What do you think that means?
Okay.
fighting again?
Alright. She'll kind of like switch the kid onto her back and just be like, hold on.
Let me carry him. You look injured more than me.
Okay. I just thought I was stronger, so that'd be easier, but whatever. She'll toss you the kid.
Like he's like hoisting it, and she's like so short she can barely see past him. She's just like.
I'm
And
going
Elle's gonna
to.
pick up her pace, so I guess she like runs ahead of Lucky at this point. Then.
Alright. I'm going to lean Susan back like onto the floor, and just gonna like start a fire going, while waiting for the others. I'm gonna say,
Fire?
I'm gonna start a bonfire.
You're on pretty high ground. It's quite visible, isn't it?
There are no enemies nearby, are there?
Like the
Two
two
numbers.
fish people that went back into the lake.
Well, the point of the
Three fish people
the
back
point of the fire is because I'm about to sterilize blades to cut out the flesh on Flynn's
Yeah.
instruction.
It'll be real quick. Gotta do what you
Yeah.
gotta do.
You know,
Right.
I can't just cut it
we-
out with my daggers.
Do we get there now, DM, or are we still
Yeah,
too far away?
Essentially, at this point, you guys make your way over there, and within the course of maybe 5 or 10
I wanted to
minutes, the group is all together.
I wanted to sneak in a question before they got back,
Yes.
which is what I wanted to ask was, do you know of anybody else surviving in this town besides you, or anybody else who would have been hunkered down?
Well, I was out of town when this happened. I was out in the woods. I was collecting some herbs, and I came out. I was out for a day or so, and then I saw all this. Came back at night, and then I spent the past 2 days or so just trying to
Do you live here?
hide away. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
I guess upon seeing this woman and knowing she was the one that was supposed to be saved, can I guess like make like a medicine check to see like how much I know about the injury, like if it has to be amputated no matter what, like so I
Yeah,
amputate it real quick and heal, or like do I know if just healing would fix it, or like what?
Okay. With Flynn's assessment, you have advantage on this roll.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when you come, wouldn't Flynn just blurt out what he knows?
Come on. All right. That's a dirty 20. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah. So with your actual trained medical professionals, you think,
Mhm.
magical healing of the kind I can do
Mm-hmm.
will help with the pain,
Okay.
but it won't cure the disease. Like the flesh is now diseased,
All right.
and it's going. An actual operation is now required to save the arm.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that properly, then the only way to save this person is to remove the arm.
Yep. So Elle just steps forward and she's like, "It's great that she has information and stuff, but we kind of need to get to this." And she's like pointing to her arm immediately.
I hand you
so-
2 fresh, red hot daggers. Well, not red hot. I've cooled them down, but they're
Daggers?
sterilized daggers for cutting.
I would like to look at the rest of the party. Does anybody have a bigger slashing weapon?
Bigger?
Wait, no, what? We're not.
Doing surgery.
We're doing surgery. We're not cutting off the
thought it-
arm.
We're just amputating. Just amputating?
No, we're trying to save the arm.
Saving the arm is possible,
Save the arm.
but it's gonna take some skill and time. If you
Yeah.
want just to skip right past that, yeah, you
Yeah.
can cut the arm off with a sterilized blade, and hopefully it won't bleed out.
Well, I mean, the plan is to like chop and then do my healing. So I fix
I
that
would.
wound.
No,
But,
I
mean,
would much.
if you want me to, and she's just like looking at you.
Yes.
Just cut out the dead stuff.
That is the objective. Yes, we are attempting to save this person's arm.
Yes. Okay. Fine.
I'm-
Okay.
I have a healer's kit. Would that have like small
Yeah,
knives?
so healer's kit is essentially my equivalent of like a surgery kit. It has basic ointments and stuff like that for like helping with wounds, and it would have a set of essentially like clean small blades
Okay.
and forceps and stuff like that.
All right, put away the daggers, Adam.
No, we need the daggers to cut away the rotten flesh.
He has knives, like surgical knives,
Oh, did you have surgical
Alright.
knives?
in the healer's kit. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
I
Okay,
deem that
alright.
the healer's kit is like a makeshift surgery kit essentially. Like it's for like healing wounds,
Mhm.
non-magically.
Okay, I sterilize those knives instead then.
Yeah. You
Um,
can sterilize. Do a medicine check to see if you can sterilize them properly.
Okay, sure.
When I walk up with this kid, does this woman react in any way?
She's like, you're gonna have to cut into my arm.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I want to bark orders at this point, but I'm waiting for everybody else.
17 medicine
Oh.
check to sterilize the
Yeah,
knives.
you can safely and with skill sterilize the blades. So they won't be doing more damage than doing good.
Okay, I will hand one blade at a time to Elle whenever she needs it.
Okay.
Oh,
I
Ellen's
need
doing? Okay.
I need somebody to hold her down. Or
Oh, that won't be
Preferably,
necessary. I'll be
um,
fine.
no, I know. Look, ma'am. I'm sure you're super fucking strong, all right. But no, we need someone to hold her down.
Ah,
I'm looking at the heaviest person here.
I will, I mean, yeah, I'll help to hold her down with one arm.
It's no offense to you. I just have to be very precise, and it's very likely that this will make you move a bit.
So, right, roll me a medicine check with advantage.
Okay. I
Tap
also
you on the
would like
back,
to
give you your
say-
guidance. Gonna
Nice.
need
Yes,
it.
I also would like to say to Lucky, Lucky, give me a piece of material. We're gonna tie this arm off.
Piece of material.
You,
Like,
you wish for the
cloth.
tourniquet.
Do I have that
Um,
in the healer's
anything.
kit or herbalism kit?
Rip it off your clothing, anything. I don't know.
I mean, sure.
And
but-
in a healer's kit, it probably doesn't have a tourniquet, but like you have belt. Like I'm sure someone
I
here
have rope.
or rope.
Rope would
Oh
work,
yeah, I also have rope.
Yeah, I'll just like use rope.
So you tie off the arm until the blood flow has stopped, and probably give her a piece of that rope to bite on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
All right, ma'am. Just hang in there. Let me roll.
Right, with advantage with the plus or D4.
Wow, that was 18 and then a natural 20.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that would be a total of 27.
Don't forget a D4.
So
Yeah, that's with the D4. It was only a 1.
Nice.
So, you spend the better part of the next hour or so, essentially operating on this woman's arm.
Okay.
Your essentially your assistants, your nurses, keeping the patient essentially still and essentially not completely freaking out. She eventually passes out from the pain.
Okay.
So-
I would like to say, like, slowly, one hand is going to be on her, like, with my magical, like, healing, just, like, slowly doing a gentle cure wounds, I guess, over it,
Yeah.
while using
So-
the other hand to, like,
So,
operate.
using a mixture of magic and medical prowess, you are able to disinfect the wound using an ointment from the medical kit, and then managing to cut the flesh out,
Mhm.
and then wrapping the wound tightly, you were able to save this person's arm.
Oof.
Well, I mean, see, that was well done. I knew you could do it. You don't always need to jump to the easiest solution.
Yeah, I'll just kind of smile sheepishly. I thought all hope was lost for the arm, but you were right.
Who is the child?
Oh yeah, hey kid, just looking at the kid. That
Lucky would have
had.
given her him a ration to eat because he looks malnourished.
He would have greedily eaten that ration.
Does he want more? I'll give him more.
He will never explicitly ask for more, but if you offer him more, he will just take it.
I'll keep giving him more. How much does
devour
he eat?
it. Essentially, you will feed however much food you give him, he will eat.
I will stop you at 2
Oh.
rations. I'll be like, it's probably not healthy.
You're holding down this person. You can't stop me.
No, I mean like
Yes,
after
stop.
we're done.
Not anymore. Now we're done. Yeah, Elle just kind of sits down,
Aw.
like with her blood-soaked like gloves, and it's just like, yeah, we saved this kid. What's your name, dude?
Offering?
Child,
Oh boy.
come here. Sit.
He sits.
What do you remember? Where were you when the attacks began?
I was in my room, and I heard screaming.
I will look up to the 2 that brought him for like some kind of explanation.
He was locked in the cellar. We broke him out with a key.
It
Do
seems they tried to save him, which I suppose they did successfully. And
Who locked you into the cellar?
The mayor.
Mayor, when?
Long time ago.
I will look up at Elle and I'll be like, he was not locked in there to be saved.
I suppose not. I guess there was some weird stuff going on here before this.
You said, where did you find the key?
It was in a pile of stuff the fishman was trying to steal.
At this point, I'll look at Elle and I'll see the bunch of stuff that she's carrying on her back, and I'll be like,
Oh yes,
I'll,
yeah,
I'll,
she just
I'll,
has hella
I'll open the
weapons.
bag of holding and be like, "Here, go ahead."
I mean, can anybody use these? How she's like pulling each weapon off and like dropping it into the bag. Anyone want
Figure
this?
it out later.
Anyone want this? Just dropping it off.
I will pick up the short sword.
Okay.
Nice.
You have short sword now. It is not a it's not a great short sword. It's functional, but it's not the best quality.
My question is, show me the key. Where was this key?
I'll hand it to you.
Okay. Do I notice anything odd about it?
I mean, one, it's essentially plated in gold and has like some strange arcane, not arcane, but like runes on it.
Oh, I'll tell
It
you.
does
There's some
emanate-
enchantment magic on it.
Can I can I make an Arcana check or something to like recognize if I know what this key is or does?
Unless you have an identify spell. You
I
can-
do, but I need to wait a day for it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like with an Arcana check, you can determine that this is a magical item of some variety and not a necessarily very powerful one, but yeah, there's magic there.
Actually, I misspoke. I do have identify. I'm gonna ritual cast identify.
Yeah, so you can ritual identify this key.
Okay.
And you do so, and it is a key of open minor lock. So this key has a 5% chance to unlock any door it is placed in, or it can be used essentially as part of a magical lock spell.
I'll hand it back to Lucky. That could come in useful at some point. Keep that on you. Do I recognize any of the writing?
No.
I'm gonna hand the lock to the key to Elixis. I feel like he would use more.
I feel like that's a recipe for disaster. But I'm not gonna say anything if you do
No,
it.
but like Lucky's not interested. He's just gonna pass it to somebody. So Elixis has it.
Yep, so essentially,
boy.
essentially what happens is you attempt to open any door with this key. You need to roll a natural 20 to unlock that door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's. Well,
It's
It is a minor magical.
yeah, it's almost useless for Alexis because Alexis has a thief's tools.
Yeah, he's a better
Yeah.
chance without it.
He has a better chance without it. So, you said your name was Offering.
I had a name before,
What was it?
but it was Vassian.
Vassian.
Look, kid. I mean, forget all that. What do you want to be called?
Oh, well, it's a bit loud, your keyboard.
sorry.
I don't mind. They said that I was to be the offering. So
Look.
they-
Just think about it. We can call you whatever you want. Let's not talk about the offering. No, none of that.
Oh, all right.
Do you have parents, family, anyone?
I have my mum.
What was her name?
Was Mary.
Mary. Does she have
And,
a second name?
Susan's so sweet. Like passed out. It's in her mind.
Does she have a last name, a family name?
No, just Mary.
Where did you live with your mother?
He kind of points to a house over here. I lived in there with some other people.
I'll look towards Flynn and Alexis and like gesture over to that house.
Yeah, I'll head over to look at it.
So, your mayor guy or whatever. What What is he sacrificing?
I don't know. We just said that we needed to have a sacrifice, and it was picked.
Huh. Elle will kind of look over at Lucky and just like, do you think maybe there was some previous agreement between the fish people and this town? They were offering humans for them,
Who
and something went wrong.
who was the offering
This sounds
supposed to be
strange though,
for?
because what is his name? Right Wind.
Father Right
Father Rightwind told us that they didn't. This town started because they didn't want to worship the sunken king. Why would they be giving him offerings now?
What was the who you mentioned you're an offering. Did they ever tell you who the offering was supposed to be for?
For the king.
That does sound like the sunken king, yes. Did they ever say the word sunken king in front of you?
No, just the king.
Perhaps, Lucky, we should not be so hasty to assume that the king referred to here is the same as the sunken king.
It's fair. Got a little bit ahead of myself there.
We don't know just yet. Are you all going to investigate something, or should we get out?
It's Flynn and Alexis are checking out the house that he pointed out, just to make sure we didn't lose anything along the way. Is this all you found in the town?
Pretty much.
And what of the spire? Did you see anything about that?
Spire.
I point to the massive spire in the south of the
This
town.
thing here.
Oh, we didn't go there. Did
I
we?
mean, we went past it.
No, you
I
guys,
just
you went
all
past
the
it. But
city.
Something special about that.
All right.
What about
then.
the massive spire?
I guess we go back.
Should we take some samples from these fish people to prove that, you know?
Oh, I fully
Kill them.
intend to just tie one onto my back when we go back into town. Just bring the whole thing for them.
I assume the small one, not the big one.
I will take the head of the big one, don't worry.
Okay, it seems like we got both grounds covered then.
Yeah.
But
Besides the head, I'm.
Yeah.
One of you watch over these two, if you don't mind.
Who are you referring to?
Either one of you to watch over the kid and the unconscious woman on the ground.
Mm,
And then I'm gonna go cut
Alright.
off the guy's head.
I guess I'll stay. Lucky, you should probably go investigate stuff or whatever.
I mean, I can stay. It's just that I can't yell very loudly. I don't know. Can I yell that you can hear me if something happens?
I mean,
That's
you
my
can
only
scream
concern.
and assume that they might be able to hear you, maybe.
All right, then
Possibly.
I'll stay because I'm pretty useless right now. You can go, L.
What did Flynn find anything in this time?
Essentially, you search through the house and it's been ransacked, essentially. It seemed to be a very basic living abode. Nothing necessarily special about it.
Elle plans on staying anyway, so I mean the two of us can stay.
Oh, in that case, then I'm gonna go look at this tower, the spire.
Okay.
Mhm. When
I
Flynn
mean, somebody's
comes back,
gotta go.
when Flynn comes
I
back,
thought the two of them were gone.
The Flynn was going to the boy's house.
yeah. But when Flynn comes back, then I'm going to relay to him like what we were talking about, and then I'm gonna go cut off the head from the big one.
Okay.
I'll just sit with the kid too then.
I mean, you can come with me to this scary-looking spire.
I could.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'll
the
go.
cat wants to go check out that scary looking spire, just so you know.
I mean, he would have to come by here, right? So I'll call out to him and ask him to come with
Yeah, I'll
me.
go to the spire too.
Yeah.
Alright.
After cutting off the head, I'll go to the spire too.
Okay. So, most people are heading toward the spire.
Mhm. I think
Yeah.
Alexis and Elle are
sitting
staying.
down and she's sitting down and just like reading like Gary God stories out of her book to the kid.
Yeah. Alexis is probably around there
Great.
as well with Elle and the two of them.
So you make your way over toward the spire, and one thing that's probably very clear about this, in comparison to most things about this town, is that it is very ornately built.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed to have been made mainly out of stone, but the carving and the craftsmanship in it is much higher quality in comparison to everything else in this town. So you walk in. The door does seem to be closed, but it is not locked. A very old stone door with, again, these strange carvings on it. You can't recognize what language they're in, but you recognize that it is some kind of language.
Is it the same
They
language?
line up in certain ways.
Is it the same language on the locking key?
It's the same language on the lock and key.
Is there any chance I'm going to hold up the key to this door?
Alexis has it.
Oh, Alexis has it? Shit, never mind then.
I mean, the door's open.
No, it's not
door's-
about that.
the door's closed.
I was trying to figure out if I can like reconstruct words or like find any morphemes by comparing the script on the key and the door.
Well, you don't have the key, so
Yeah,
give it
next
a
time.
try. Next time. So you head into this spire, and it actually does only seem to have 2 floors in it. There is the base floor, which you're currently walking into, and then a large spiral stairs which go along the outside of the tower to the very top. There seems to be something up there. But you walk in here, and it is quite sparsely decorated. There just seems to be some kind of stone slab with more runes on it, and then a hole with what seemed to lead down to some kind of watery chasm.
Can I
Appears
take out my
we have-
parchment and pen and do a quick sketch of the runes on the slab?
Mhm.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
would
roll me
be
a
good.
sleight of hand check
Thank
to see
you.
how well you can get these done.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
I'm going to look at this and I'm gonna say out loud. It appears we have found the location where the offering was meant to be given.
It's 15.
15, yeah, you get a good quality sketch of many different runes that you see across here. Yeah, got that.
So regarding what Benny said, does this look like the sacrificial slab?
I mean, looking at it, there seems to be some kind of stone altar that leads into essentially this hole in the tower that leads to this watery below, I suppose. Not a hard stretch to make.
Okay.
I'm going to look up what's above.
Above, it leads up about 60 feet, maybe even 70 feet, up into the thing, and you have to go up a large spiral stairs that go along the outside, or the inside of the tower, but along the walls, essentially spiraling upwards. To make your way up.
Yeah.
So you make your way up to the very top of this strange spire, and it leads you into a small room. And in this room holds what you would only describe as stone coffins.
How large are the
Maybe
coffins?
Small,
Child-sized?
roughly.
Any open?
No. Well, no, there is one.
Empty.
Empty.
How many are there roughly?
About 12.
Okay.
12, including the one that is currently open.
Any other interesting items in this room? Books, scrolls, text?
Seems to be small flowers, old rotten food. Maybe small amounts of coin, a couple of silver maybe. In fact, there is 6 silver spread across multiple graves.
I'll descend back down,
Living silver?
leaving the silver.
Cool.
About
Did none of us?
halfway down the spiral staircase on the inside, I'm gonna stop for a bit, contemplate a few things for a second. I'm gonna pull out a dagger, and then on the inside of the tower, I'm going to carve a glyph. I'm going to carve overlaid on one another the dwarvish and the elvish runes for fire. Just gonna leave that in that wall. Gonna make a note of it in my sketchbook. And then continue back down the spiral staircase.
Okay.
I guess
Make your way
Lucky's
down.
down there to sketch the things when she looks up at you. She's like, "What did you find up there?"
Enough evidence that whatever this town had going for them, it involved the regular ritualistic persistent sacrifice of children.
Did you bring the evidence?
I do not wish to disturb a grave. I might not be mortal,
Oh,
but I have a
oh
heart.
dear. No, it's probably not a good idea. Do you think we need to investigate that? And she points at the watery chasm.
No, I'm gonna walk out.
Okay. Okay. Gonna do another sketch of the door runes on the other side of the parchment.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll again?
No, that roll passes on. You can
Okay.
get a full menagerie of all these runes and carvings.
Okay.
Right. So, Adam, you make your way out of the tower. What do you do now?
I wait for Flynn and Lucky to exit the tower.
Mhm.
And then we regroup with
Is
the
it
rest.
like daytime now?
At this point, it's beginning to eep on to early morning. You can begin to see the sun beginning to rise.
Okay. Do we take exhaustion? Because we
No.
didn't sleep. Okay.
You got enough rest, you just didn't get enough of it to properly recover from the previous nights or
Okay,
days or
cool.
games.
Okay.
Going to go back up the slope to where Alexis and the other two are.
Can
the woman.
I talk to the child while they're gone?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you can.
Cool. So I was basically just reading like the book of a bunch of gods. How do you react to that?
He seems to be very much enjoying it. Seems like he's
Oh.
not been read to in a very long time. He seems to kind of like sit cross-legged in front of you, and the kind of sad demeanor and expression kind of really wash away to childlike curiosity and interest.
Interesting. Oh wow, jeez. Elle actually feels a little bit of happiness then. Weird. Okay. So
Happiness.
Um,
Weird.
yeah, strange. It's not what I expected from this. But she'll after she's like seeing you enjoying read this, and she's just like, she just kind of sighs and puts the book down and notices that the sun is coming up, and she just kind of looks towards it and says to him, "And here the sun comes again anew, signaling a new start. The transition from darkness to light. It's been a tough day, a tough time for all of us, but it'll be a new time now, full of new opportunities," she says, looking at the kid.
He kind of looks at you and then looks over to where the sun is rising. Like looks at you again and like kind of like scooches ever so slightly and kind of like just rests his head in your lap.
Oh.
And just begins to fall asleep.
Elle just like looks down at him awkwardly, like she lifts her hands up to not touch him, and she's like, okay. And she kind of just like eases it, like puts a hand on his shoulder and just looks at the sun, waiting for everyone else to return.
And eventually you see Adam and the rest of the reconvene across your makeshift camp.
The woman's still unconscious?
At this point, she's beginning to stir awake, but she's not fully there
I'm
yet.
going to go up to her, pick her up like under her good arm, and almost like half pick up, half drag her over to the bottom of the guard post away from the kid, and lean her against one of the legs of the guard post, sitting up. Sprinkle a bit of water on her face to wake her up.
Adam, what are you doing?
I have questions.
Okay.
Does she wake up?
Give it enough time. Yeah, she wakes up and she's like, buggery,
Susan,
fuck, ow.
are you awake?
Yeah.
Tell me about the spire.
The spire? Well, no, we're not allowed in there. Only the mayor and some chosen people go in there.
Chosen how?
I don't know. There's cronies. You know, people that follow him around a bunch.
Tell me about the. I'm gonna describe the house where the storm cellar was. Tell me about that house.
Oh. Oh no. Yeah, that's the final respite.
Final respite for what exactly?
Nasty business that is.
I didn't.
We left Denord so we wouldn't have to deal with that bullshit, but we realized soon enough we can't forsake the Sucker King completely. We can forget his teachings, don't have to go to his sermons. There's certain laws now that we have to abide.
The sacrifice of children.
No, not children, but pure of heart. Just, that's the easiest ones to get, apparently.
How long passes between each sacrifice?
Every new moon.
Ah. And how long has this town existed?
Not terribly long.
How long?
I guess maybe less than 2 years.
I do not know if it is the fact that your lives are constrained by the boundaries of time, that they have a definitive beginning and end, and that end is always somehow in sight for you and your kin, but what gives you the right to determine that one life is worth losing in order to save others? What gives you the right to choose to forsake one, and in your own words, pure of heart, such that the others of you may find comfort?
I think when it comes to that kind of thing, most people in this town were ignorant. We knew it was happening, but we didn't want to. The mayor, it wasn't a bad man. He left the town when people followed him, but it weighed upon him heavy. But I
And
guess
yet
maybe
you chose to
decided not-
stay.
We chose to because I don't know about you, but out there, there's a worse fate waiting all of us.
A worse fate than choosing to live drinking the blood of children.
I suppose.
We saved your
She kind of
life.
like looks at you. Yeah, she looks at you like you can tell now that she is filled with a guilt now.
I do not take kindly to those who squander the gift of life. We saved your life. Our paths crossed, and it was fortunate for you. I do not speak for my companions when I say this, but at some point today or tomorrow our paths are going to diverge. From that point on, for your sins, I hope our paths never meet again, because if they do, yours will end.
I can tell you're not from around here, are you?
Oh, no.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. What we do is a mercy for them sometimes.
I'm
But
sure you believe that.
It's a comparatively mild fate compared to some other places. I don't know if it was pure of heart or whether it was the fact that the mayor thought it was. But a sacrifice had to be made. And I think he decided that maybe he couldn't take it no more. And he saved that kid and led all of us to damnation. Quite frankly, I don't blame him. I agree with you. We're a right bunch of cunts. But we were scared. Everyone is, especially nowadays. And that fear can do such terrible things to people. None of us are exceptions. And I bet by the time the last light comes for you, you'll rack up quite a few things you'd rather forget.
What makes you think I haven't already?
True. Fair enough. She kind of just, again, looks at you now with a look of determination, but still waylaid by an immense amount of guilt.
I will stand and turn and walk away.
She'll get up, and she'll follow you from a distance.
Did the rest of us hear this conversation, or did you deliberately bring her far
No,
away?
I just brought her away from the child, but if you guys were there, you would have heard it. I didn't want to have it in front of the
It was out
kid.
of earshot of the kid, so
Yeah.
Elle wouldn't have heard.
Anyone that would have wanted to hear could have been there to hear it.
Lucky, I guess, would be feeding the ration to this kid.
He's asleep. What are you shoving in
this-
these
Oh,
unconscious?
he's sleeping? Okay, no,
Yeah,
then
no, he is asleep. He's falling
But
asleep
no.
on his lap.
I don't think I would have gone to hear it, so I'll just...
Yeah. I mean, definitely. Elle's been sitting there and like noticed you guys going over there, so she's kind of calling out to Adam, like, and what's going on? Are we leaving with these people or not? What are we doing?
We are leaving. We have completed our purpose here. Therefore, unless either any of you wishes to stay for a bit longer, I think it is in our best interest to proceed on with haste. Susan.
Yes, we can still make
be-
it to Sanctuary Sanctuary. To
Susan
Denur
will
by
be
nightfall.
parting from our path at her own discretion at some point in the near future.
That was
Yeah,
the
I'll-
most vague bullshit collection of words I've ever heard, Adam.
I'll, if it's not too much of a bother, I'll follow you back to the north, and then I'll take my leave.
That works for me.
Of course.
Okay.
We should get moving then.
Yeah.
Need to reach there. Should probably try to reach there by nightfall.
We'll just be like, all right, kid, and she'll hoist his body onto her back again.
Right. Yeah, you can. I'd say, just for the sake of ease, you can carry him to the fact where he's still sleeping,
Let's go.
All right.
and you will make your way back to the north. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it for today's session.
No.
Just like, it just seems such a perfect way to end it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed today's session. I'm much happier how this one went than last session.
No, it's fun.
It was a good
Both have been
session.
amazing.
Cool.
I'm gonna end the stream in a bit. Final words.
Remember,
Bye.
kids,
Goodbye,
remember,
stream.
remember to do your ritual sacrifice of children to the Sun King.
Oh
Do
god.
drugs.
Don't do drugs. Alright, see y'all. Bye bye.